Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and get on in here. Howdy, and welcome to the watch-along of Final Fantasy FanFest Tokyo. So we are currently waiting for them to start the waiting room music, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I am so hyped for this, and apparently everyone really wants Hrothgar. So yeah, where's the Femross Yoshi? Wow, no love for Yoshi P cosplay. I mean, he will be cosplaying as the new job. But welcome, thank you so much for joining me for this watch along today. We are watching the Twitch feed. They have been testing camera setups and getting everything ready at this point. So we're just going to get in here and start doing our pre-chat, kind of discuss how this is going to go. If you've never watched one of my watch-alongs, hello, I am Weszor. You might know me as Kyra Vast on Balmung, the guy that makes those silly little red mage guides. And thank you very much to Shannon May Art for making these red mage hats for us VTubers out there to use. I did not know this existed, and it's perfect. So yeah. But yeah, we're going to be watching the Twitch feed whenever it does go up. And it might be a little bit of a delay if you were trying to multi-stream, try and get reactions in, that kind of thing. If you are watching the YouTube feed, that one does tend to be just a little bit behind. But yeah, now Koji should be here doing live translations, even though it is in Tokyo. Usually they do that for these big keynote presentations, so hopefully I will not have to translate a whole lot. My Japanese is very, very small. I basically know how to say small and big and this is or that is, but I will try and do my best to explain what they're kind of joking about off and on. But yeah, this is it. I mean, this is the final FanFest before Dawntrail. I would imagine I don't know if we'll get it at the end of the trailer reveal. Usually they do the trailer first thing. But I imagine we will get a release date for sure at some point during this keynote, as well as all of the reveals that they have been holding off on for the past two FanFest. If this is your first Final Fantasy XIV expansion, first of all, welcome. And thank you so much for joining us here on the Land of Aetheris. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience at these big conventions. So the first two, of course, they do small little reveals of the trailer. This one will be the full trailer. It will be the full version that we see when we load up the game after the expansion has come out. I don't know if they will announce a benchmark at some point during the FanFest. Usually they wait until it's a little bit closer, but they might expand it with the graphical updates. It kind of depends on how those are coming along. But obviously from the poll, we've got a lot of big stuff that should be coming out today. Aside from the full expansion reveal, Yoshi P will usually cosplay as the new job, and we will finally find out why the Ninja Turtles were on his shirt way back in Las Vegas. That is always the big hint. I'm still rooting for Pictomancer. We'll see. I would love to be a little realm running around, but it could be something kind of off the wall. The past couple of expansions, they have been doing jobs that are unique to FF14. Even though Sage might exist, it's a very different form from the Sage we knew in our early Pixel Remaster playthroughs, which you can find over in my playlist. And of course, Reaper, brand new to the game. We should get female Hrothgar. For all of you that voted for that in the poll, this should be it. It might be at the very end. We will see. When they announced the male bunnies, that was kind of a special surprise for the end of the FanFest last time. But yeah, it's time. I mean, if they don't have them done by now, that's not good. The expansion's coming out, so we should finally, if nothing else, get a glimpse of them. I don't know if they will be in the trailer or not. We will just have to wait and see. But yeah, we should get a reveal. And then, of course, all the standard stuff that you would expect with an expansion reveal. Raid info, both Alliance raids and probably the normal raids. Maybe a couple screenshots here and there. If nothing else, a couple little bits of concept art. A little bit more in terms of what's going on with the story, because that will tie into the revealed trailer. And of course, a lot of other info. We never really expected island sanctuaries to be a thing. And that could be, one of those things that they kind of reveal as a surprise that no one really expected. They have said they're trying to come up with new concepts for chill and relaxing kind of solo content, kind of like Island Sanctuary. So, what form that could take, I have no idea. But I am very, very excited. So thank you all very much for hopping in and joining me as we do this watch along. I will be kind of adjusting audio levels throughout, so if it gets to be too loud, too soft, anything like that, just make sure and pop up in chat to let me know. But yeah, at this point, we're just kind of waiting for the waiting room lobby. Yeah, I think the new job is definitely, I'm very curious in terms of what it is. The Ninja Turtles were definitely an interesting teaser, to say the least, because it could mean so many different things. I've seen a lot of people pushing for Green Mage. I don't know what in the world a Green Mage would do, but that is a possibility. But I still think it's something artist related, even if they don't necessarily call it Pictomancer. But if you followed along on my Keynote and live letter watch-alongs before, I'm not very good at predicting these things. I'm usually wrong like a good 90% of the time. So if you're hoping for some kind of insight, I am probably not the VTuber you want to follow for that. But we'll just have to wait and see. It's just, man, I'm just really curious. But aside from that, I mean, I think just the full trailer reveal is going to be a lot of fun. They've always got a lot of really cool little details hidden in the background, and obviously the obvious ones. You got a Viero dancing around in this Shadowbringers trailer. But just seeing everyone nice and rendered in full is going to be fun. Will he actually bite the taco this time? We'll see. But yeah, I'm very, very hyped for this expansion. I've talked about it in the past few FanFests, but I've just been in the mood for something just kind of chill and relaxing. I mentioned quite a few times during our playthroughs on the channel about how I just kind of got burned out of doing the high-end raid stuff through Party Finder. This expansion, the difficulty has definitely ramped up. I'm sure it's a lot easier now that people kind of know what they're doing, but the Party Finder thing just kind of wore down on me a little bit. So I've just been spending a lot of time just getting back and enjoying just being around FF14, whether it's doing role play, whether it's leveling up jobs that I have never previously touched, and just doing content that I've just been putting off for a very, very long time. And I'll be real, it's been extremely refreshing. It's very nice to finally have all of my crafters at 90, for example. I can finally craft anything you want. It's just a matter of getting the mats. I've never experienced that in the game before. So that is, that's very, very big part of my experience these days is something that I could just kind of get in and just enjoy the world that they created. So yeah, I think the Dawntrail expansion is very much up my alley at this point. Just let me wander around. Just let me wander around and be just a red mage vagabond checking out all of the cool sites, and I will be perfectly happy with that. Now, we should have a few other small things coming up. I think the tribes, we still need some more in terms of the tribe reveals. So that's some more interesting side content that we're expecting and waiting for. And yeah, let me double check here. Usually they have the waiting room music up by now. That let's see, I really love the Stormblood music. And I'm usually following along in my Cat Girl Bargains Discord. So hello to any fellows in there that might be watching today. But yeah, usually they have the hype music up. So I mean, just double check that they've got the stream up and running. Yeah, I mean, it looks good to me. Okay, so yeah, all we can really do is wait. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I just hope that they haven't scuffed the stream. I've been seeing that they have been showing a little bit of the stage, doing their pre-flight checklist, I guess. You know, it's a shame that we won't be able to watch stuff like the Primals concert and all of that, but you know, the keynote is the big thing. So, no, it's been 5 minutes. Did really enjoy. And speaking of their YouTube channel, all of the notes for the 10th anniversary. I don't know if you've had a chance to go and check it out. They had a lot of the dev team, a lot of the voice actors, both, I mean, really from all around the world. Some of the French voice actors, some of the German voice actors, some of the US voice actors, well, I guess English, making little notes, you know, just talking about their experience with voice acting in this just very, very long spanning game over the past 10 years. And, you know, I'll be honest, it was a little emotional at times when you see Alize and, you know, Alphano talking about their experience. I know, especially Alphano, Colin Ryan, you know, he's had a lot going on in his life the past few years. So he was very thankful for having the FF14 community to, you know, be there to help kind of lift him up a little bit. And yeah, it's hard to imagine that a lot of us have been playing this game for at least half of a decade, if not a little bit more. There's nothing wrong if you just started. It's a long road, and we will see you on your 10th anniversary, I think. But yeah, this game has been such a big part of my life and the streaming experience over the past 10 years. And yeah, it's wild to think about that the game is still going and is arguably as big as it has ever been. That's just kind of wild to think about to me. So, all right, we are 2 minutes out. We'll see if they go online. I hope they do. I did all of this work trying to get the Twitch stream up and running because it's usually a little bit more ahead. But that might have been a mistake, everyone. We might have to switch over to the YouTube stream. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. And so I think the poll has it. So actually the new job actually came out a little bit ahead. So thank you very much to everyone that came in and voted. So we'll go ahead and end that. So yeah, I guess the new job reveal it is. We'll wait and see. But I imagine if this is the final trailer, we're going to see a glimpse of it, if nothing else, in the trailer. They usually do. There we go. All right, and so let me get in here, see if chat has anything going on. Here we go. Hope it's not because I've got my ad blocker on. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. It's time.
possibilities.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
All right, new stuff, new stuff. Oh god, the audio is still awful. Oh. I'm ready to hang out on the island. Take me away, take me to paradise. Let's do it. Ooh, butterflies.
Come now. There's no cause for panic.
No. Wait, did it glow blue last time?
For a worthy opponent.
Is that new? Ooh, okay. Let's go. Culinarian 100. Let's do it. Alright, so this is the reveal of Corsair. Slash whatever they were calling it, Viper, I guess. Okay. Okay. Alright, Viper. I mean, I'm kind of hyped for it. I gotta see how it plays. I'm very bad at melee jobs. Oh?
Might you have a moment to speak further?
He's going on a little adventure. Let's do it. You made a friend. Okay, Street Fighter 6. Okay. Yeah, I like the like how he's Darth Maul in it. Let's go. Oh. 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 Taco. HTX. RTX on Taco. What? Cry? Cry'll get some time? Oh my god! It is! It's Pictomancer! It's Pictomancer! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Yes! Oh my god, that's beautiful! It's beautiful! And it's Cryo getting the job! Oh my god! Oh man! Oh man! Let's go! Oh, this music too! Oh, this track, it's sending me. This track is sending me.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Tell us, Alfie.
Adventures. I trust you have not forgotten the true purpose of our voyage.
Hey, there we go! Femroth! Let's do it! Let's go! Woo! I completely missed what she said. Dawntrail. Oh man, what a reveal. What a trailer. And no release date. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll be okay. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Oh man. I wonder if Alfie is gonna teach her the art of drawing. Oh, no cosplay. Interesting. Okay. Well, you know, they are in Tokyo Dome, so I guess it makes sense he would have the baseball outfit on. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that trailer like several more times now. Oh man. Yeah, welcome to Tokyo Dome. Of course. Welcome to FanFest. Thank you, Yoshi. Welcome. Thank you for greeting us. Young P. The glasses hit a little different, not gonna lie.
さあ、新生14 10周年グローバルファンフェスツアーの鳥となる日本の
Oh, that's a gold jersey. I think they sold the jerseys, right? I think they did.
ただですね、新年1月1日、能登半島の方で非常に大きな地震があって、
Turn it up a bit. Let me know if the audio levels are too much.
心よりお見舞い申し上げます。
That is a sweet baseball jersey, though.
非常に困難な状況から、1年ね幕開けとなった日本なんですが、僕らやっぱりゲーム開発者にとって
Wow, he looks like he actually got some sleep. His hair's not all over the place. Good for you, Yoshi P.
取り戻した時に、お帰りなさいと、楽しい世界がしっかり、作られて維持されていくことが我々の一番やらなければいけない仕事かなと思っておりますので、全力でそれを取り組んでいこうと思います。
We're clapping. I didn't get any of that.
X でもちょっと拝見したんですけど、やっぱりいらっしゃれないこの会場に来る予定だったのがいらっしゃれなかった光の選手の方のコメントも拝見しました。ただそこに書かれてたのはせっかくの機会なので。
Yeah, his hair doesn't look like a bird's nest. Blitzball. Maybe this is a Blitzball reveal. Oh, if they reveal Blitzball, I will be. My soul might leave my body.
I
mean, I wouldn't complain about baseball. A baseball minigame either, but still.
コメントもですね、今日ちゃんと返しをもらっているので、こちらにニコニコ動画がございます。
He's saying hi to all of the streams. So feel free, chat at any of the streams. He's got his monitors up with the live chat feed.
見てますよ。見てます。はい、こちらは、YouTube と、
Hi YouTube. Hello, that's us. Hi. Wrong feed, but we're here. We're here in spirit.
よろしくお願いします。ファイナルファンタジー14新生10周年ということもありますし、世界中の光の戦士の皆さんのおかげ、それに支えられてですね、まさかのこの東京ドームでの
Tokyo Dome
なりました。
Recently hosted a special event with HoloLive as well. They've been doing a lot lately. Remember, 1 month until pitchers and catchers report. I am ready. Yes, thank you, Tokyo Dome. Thank you. I can't remember who plays there. It's not the Ham Fighters.
さあというわけで基調講演の通訳パートナーはリード 英語翻訳者の
I think
ケイ
it's
トさん
the
です。
Hawks.
さあケイトさん入ってきてください。
There we go. Here's our live translation. No Koji today.
And hello to everyone on stream. I am Kate, the lead English translator, and I
Yay.
am once again here to tell you what Yoshi P
I like the
says.
black version. I like the Zodiac version. It's pretty
I
sweet.
am very good at English. Thank you. ありがとうございます。
ロンドンのファンフェスの時にはケイトさんねちょっといろいろ作業がね忙しくて工事にバトンタッチだったんですけどどうですか 7.0 の翻訳作業順調です
She's
か
so far away.
即答で
Why is the stage so big?
I was unable to attend the London FanFest because I was very busy working on 7.0, so Koji
course.
thankfully took over.
Yeah, so-
but it is going
Yeah, so
well. Our
Koji
development
had
progress,
moved
and I am
off
making
before
sure to,
FF16,
fuel my motivation
is
with a lot
working
of
on other
tacos.
projects within Square
So,
Enix now.
tacos を食べる
So
ことで
congratulations on the
モチベーションをマッチしながら
promotion,
頑張って
Koji.
ます。
そんなにタコスね上がるんだね。
まあそうで、まあグラハティア見ればタコス食べたくなりますよ。
あなるほど。
If you see Graha, you want to eat the tacos. It's not
I
weird.
do.
It's not
I do
weird.
want the big fat
さ
taco.
てさて改めま
Please.
して、ファンフェスティバル in 東京ドーム夢のようなファンフェスワクワクをお届けする2日間、その幕開けは僕の基調講演からスタートします。その内容は
All right, here we go.
こちら
We are officially starting the
So once again,
reveals.
welcome to FanFest in Tokyo.
Oh, I
This
love
is
that key
a
art.
dreamlike
I
FanFest
love
being
that
held
key
in
art.
Tokyo Dome. And we want to kick it off with my keynote, the subject of which is, of course,
拡張パッケージ黄金のレガシーの最新情報をお届けしてまいります。
the newest information on our expansion Dawntrail.
Yeah, buddy.
そして気になる発売日なんです
I
が
mean, they've already revealed everything I wanted them to reveal except for Blitzball. Where can we go from
と
here?
思うんですがすいません計画上の日程はもちろん決まってはいるんですが現状ギリギリまでちょっとすいませんスケジュールの最終調整確認をしております。
So, given that this is the third FanFest, you're probably expecting us to announce the release date of Dawntrail. Unfortunately, though we do
Okay.
have an internal date that we are targeting, we are adjusting the schedule, making sure it's fine-tuned as much as
Okay.
it possibly can be before announcing, so we will not be sharing
All
that
right.
today.
So I would expect late July, early
そうで
August.
すね皆さんよくご存知かと
We
思い
know
ますが
Yoshi P is a bit of a
今日
perfectionist when it comes to making sure the cutscenes and all of that are up to perfection. So I guess it makes sense, but a little disappointing nonetheless. But nonetheless, I would expect late July, early August if you were starting to make your
そういったこ
plans.
とがないようにギリギリまで、しっかりした日程調整するためにあとほんの少しお時間いただければと思います。
If you're wondering why, well, it's because, as you know, for Endwalker, for the very first time in my career, we had to delay the release.
Yeah, I
We
did,
don't
and
want
he's
that to happen
still.
again, even if it's just a few weeks.
Yeah.
So we are taking great care to make
Sure
sure
enough.
that our schedule is on track before announcing, but we will get you that info.
Yeah,
as
the
soon as
ghost,
we
the
can.
ghost of the delay still haunts
も
him.
うコメント
So
ですね
you know
10月か
that's fair.
10月か
That's
夏じゃ
fair.
ないよなっていうコメント溢れてるんですけど大丈夫です夏って言ったら夏です
People are saying, you mean October then? It's not going to be summer. It's going to be October, isn't it? No,
No,
it
no,
will
no.
be summer.
ちょっとファイナルファンタジー16だってサマーって言って6月に出てるんですよ
We said in 16 we were going to release it in summer, and it came out in June.
スクエニ時間じゃなく、14時間の夏でちゃんと出すようにします
We will not be releasing on Square Enix time. We will be releasing on 14 time, which means properly in summer.
Sure.
はい、できるだけですね、早く発売日の情報をお出しできるように、頑張りますのでちょっと別の次の機会で、させていただければと思いますすいませんよろしくお願いします
So we will work very hard to get you that info as soon as possible, and we'll have
Yeah.
it for you next
They'll
time.
they'll
So thank you for
probably
your
announce it
patience.
during a live
さあでは
letter.
本格的に
Probably the May one, I would
黄金
imagine.
のレガシーの中身についてお話ししていこうと思いま
I
す
mean,
が
obviously they want to start getting
も
those
ちろん
pre-sales
皆さ
out,
んが
so they won't wait too
一番
long.
気になっているのは
But yeah, I mean that delay
Of
really,
course, let's talk about
really
the
burned
content
him
of Dawntrail
for
and the thing you're
Inchwalker.
most
So
looking forward to.
you know, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. All right, here we go. Here we go.
A new
Tell
job.
us about the
さあ
artist.
気づきました
What are they
どんな
calling
ジョ
it
ブでした
first of all?
Did you figure out what job it is?
リルムって言われたジョブ名じゃない
Just call it Realm.
That's,
Just
that's
call it
not even
Realm.
a job name.
さあ僕があれこれ説明する前にですね動画で一番最初その動きをご覧いただこうと思います
But before you hear from me, let's see it on video.
Oh yeah, let's see. Let's hit us with that in-game footage. Let's see it in action. This might be my new main job. Who knows? Oh my god, they've got the hat. They've got the hat. I love it. I love it already. Man, wow, the particle effects. Look at that. Wow, that's cool looking. That looks awesome. Ow. Oh my god. This looks fantastic. Launch the Moogle. Fire the Moogle. Oh man. Kupo Beam. Pictomancer. There we go. So they are calling it Pictomancer. Wow, that looks good.
Second job of Dawntrail will be
Those
range
particle
magic DPS
effects.
wielding a brush, the
That's so
Pictomancer.
good.
さあ皆さん予想の方は
It's so
当たってい
unique.
たでしょうか
Did you guess correctly?
Putting on my pajamas to go fight some,
ラスベガスのね
to go
ファンフェス
fight
で
some mobs.
ちょっとね
Let's do
謎
it.
の僕 T シャツ着てましたが
Yeah,
Yeah, it
at
does
Las
look
Vegas
out of
FanFest,
place
I wore a
in a very fun way.
mysterious T-shirt.
まあうまいことなんか2つのジョブのヒントっぽくなったのかなっていう気がします
And that
I
looks
feel
so
like it was a good
good.
hit for both jobs.
はいピクトマンサーはですね
I love that they went full realm with it. I really, really appreciate that they went full realm. I've-
Pictomancer
you know,
was
I've-
the
I've
only
said a
job to
bunch of
debut in
times.
Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
ファイナルファンタジー6では筆を使い
And
敵
I've
の
been saying that I
イラストを
wanted more
描いて
references to
意外とその
6
敵の
because it is
技を使うという
probably
ジョ
one
ブ
of
で
my
した
favorites. That and 10.
In FF6,
And the
Pictomancer
past couple
used
of
their
expansions
brush,
had a lot from
to draw
10.
their enemies and therefore use their
So,
techniques.
yeah.
ファイナルファンタジー14ではその書くという部分を発展させピクトマンサーがさまざまなモンスターだけじゃなくて絵を描いてそれを魔法として攻撃や補助などの効果を発動させていくという
Yeah,
見
I
立てに
am
も
curious how this is
非常
going
に
to
ユニー
work
クなジョブに
with
な
how
ってます
Pictomancer worked in 6.
FF14's Pictomancer has a bit broader of painting skill. They can paint not only monsters, but landscapes and other things, not just the enemies
Very
that they
cool.
are currently facing.
Very cool.
And they also have a very unique appearance.
Yeah, that's to say the least.
メンバーである
Those
フェルが
animations, man,
今回
they
ピク
they
トマン
look
サー
so
にジョブ
good.
チェンジすることになりました
But obviously they can't do
And
like
the
a
Scion Cryo
blue
has
mage
become
kind of
Pictomancer.
thing. Yeah, they can't do like a blue mage kind of thing using the enemies you see.
お留守番が
Not if it's going to be a
なんで
viable
ちょっと
like
頑張ってく
raid
れたんだ
job,
と
right?
思います
Because
It is very
Pearl
cool that
could never
Cryo
fight
gets her own
before,
job,
right?
though.
She was always sort of stuck watching
Very,
things at
very
home.
cool.
I think she probably tried really hard to take on this new role.
吉田はピクトマンサーのコスプレをしないのかっていうふうに
And where's the cosplay?
来ておりますが
Yeah, why are you not cosplaying, Yoshi?
50歳の
Tell us your
コ
excuse.
スプレするのは厳しいものがあると
I'm seeing people saying, why isn't Yoshi P cosplaying?
I feel like he didn't want to be in
but honestly,
pajamas.
I think it would be a little bit difficult for me as a 50-year-old man to portray the image of this job.
Fair.
その
To be fair,
っていうのをちょっとやめても
you
らっ
know,
ていいですか
that's
People
fair
are
enough.
shocked.
スタッフ真に受けるんでというわけで今回はですね僕の代わりに
Put on the
ですね
PJs,
素敵な
Yoshi.
モデルさんに、新ジョブ衣装を着ていただいてます
But in my place, we do have a wonderful model who will be showing off
Oh, okay.
this job gear.
Very nice.
どう
Very
登
nice.
場いただきましょうどうぞ
Let's call her out.
Oh, that looks great. That does look great. I love it. I love
い
it.
やさすがでしょう
Wow, impressive.
Love the little details. And it definitely fits with the Dawntrail expansion too. You know?
See, this wouldn't be a good look on me.
I mean, we won't know until we see Yoshi.
ちょっとコメント会場の一斉に大丈夫似合うよみたいなのやめてもらっていいですか。
Everyone keeps saying, no, it'd be fine, it'll look great, please stop.
こちら新ジョブピクトマンサーのジョブ専用装備をまといイメージキャラクターとして登場していただきました。
So our model here is wearing the job outfit for Pictomancer.
着心地はいかがですか。
How does it feel?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And especially, you know, don't forget we're getting 2 dye channels too. So the AF gear, once you can double dye it, oh, that's gonna look really cool. I imagine the jacket and then the camisole underneath will be the dye channels. Oh, she's got to stay there the whole time, just waving the brush around. How's that for a job?
まずロールに関しては先ほどお伝えした通り遠隔魔法 DPS で装備枠はキャスター枠になってます。
So this will be range magical DPS using the gear of casting.
そして筆という専用の武器を使います。
No fancy name, it's just a brush.
A special weapon that is their brush.
Channel Aether into your paint, I'm guessing. Will be the lore.
I see you all on the stream saying you wanted to see my midriff. Please stop and pay attention now.
Prior class none. All right, nice.
So there is no
as usual. I'm guessing level 70 is probably it. Level 80. Okay. Where are they going to start?
Level will be 80.
I would imagine Ul'dah would be a good place for painting, but... Oh, Gridania. Okay. Interesting choice, but I guess they have art in Gridania.
beginning in Gridania.
黄金のレガシースタートの際には条件を満たしていればすぐにでも使用可能となっています。
So long as you've completed the requirements, you will be able to pick up this job right as soon as you get into Dawntrail.
Oh man. Like, I've been a Red Mage Pro for so long, but dare I change to do Dawntrail?
We had a job quest start in Gridania.
Yeah, it has been. Gunbreaker was, I think, the last one. Yeah, Gridania was a little lacking. They could use some love.
Also very unique, so I hope you'll look forward to that.
Unique job quest. Okay. I'm curious what that means.
What they're like in combat.
まず先ほどお伝えした通り筆に魔力を込めて
Yeah, as expected, they mix ether into the paint. Yeah.
As we mentioned, the Pictomancer concentrates aether in their brush to release their power by drawing pictures.
絵画魔法というジャンルの魔法を使います。
It is the magic of an artist.
さらにですね。
And that's true. Gunbreaker did end up going to Ul'dah for most of it. We haven't really had a job quest that just stayed in Gridania for a while. In some time.
Was drawing just their enemies.
Yeah. Drawing Ultros did that a few times in our run.
But regardless of what enemy they're facing, FF14's Pictomancer can draw creatures, weapons, and even landscapes.
Okay. So I wonder if that's going to involve like some party buffs along the way. I can't imagine it's going to be pure DPS like Black Mage, right? It just seems too happy for pure DPS. If that makes sense.
We have quite a few original visual effects for Pictomancer to really make it look like they are drawn.
Yeah, I just cannot get over these animation effects. It's so good. Instant cast abilities, okay. Interesting.
Of course, in order to create a work of art, it's going to take some time. But to go along with that, you will also have instant cast.
Very interesting. But I mean, I assume that's your OG CDs, right? You gotta have OG CDs.
And the Pictomancer does not simply attack, they also have magic that can buff their party.
I want a Passepartout minigame in this. I really want a Passepartout minigame.
される方いると思うんですが、サポート勝負というわけではないですが、黒魔導士のような攻撃特化ではないということだけお伝えしておきます。
I want to be able to sell
We wouldn't
paintings.
say it's a full
Please.
support job if
Please.
that's what you're thinking, but it is not quite so attack focused as something like Black Mage.
ちなみに普段遠隔魔法 DPS キャスターやってるよっていう方。
Yeah, so a little like it's basically the caster
Who's
version of
playing ranged
Dancer, it
magical
sounds
DPS
like.
right now?
Yeah, range magical. Let's go. Let's go. Red
ピ
mage.
クトマンサーはちなみに蘇生魔法は持っておりません。
Pictomancers cannot res you.
Okay. My job is
さあでは
saved.
ちょっと頭の中イメージできたかなと思いますので、先ほどの動画もう一度ご覧いただこうかと思います。
There will
So
still
I
be a
think you
place
have
for
a good
me.
idea now in your mind of what
Yay.
Pictomancer might be like. So with that, let's take another look at the video.
Yeah, let's actually like focus on this time because I was too busy pogging. Okay. Sorry if I keep bumping the mic. But yeah, I mean, I just cannot get over these animation effects. They just look so good. It's so different, but it fits. Alright, you just got some basic, hit him with some paint, right? You draw a bomb. Oh, drawing a starfall, very cool. And of course the Koubou beam. I love it. I love the Koubou beam. That alone has sold me on the job. Okay, so yeah, you can see them drawing the Aether Crystals, drawing a Starfall. We didn't see the actual Starfall animation, but I imagine that's part of it.
ピクトマンサーいかがだったでしょうか。
Thank you. How was it?
I love that they included the palette
配信の
as the offhand.
先にいる光の選手の方からですね、質問が届いておりました。絵が下手な僕でもピクトマンサーになれますかって。
So we have
Yeah.
a question from the chat asking, okay, even if I am just terrible at art, can I be Pictomancer?
絵が死ぬほど下手な吉田にも使えているので大丈夫だと思います。
I am so bad at art that it is like just so dreadful, and I'm fine, so you'll be fine.
美術1ですって言ってる方いらっしゃいますけど大丈夫です大丈夫です。
It does not require artistic skill.
はい、ではピクトマンサーありがとうございました。
People showing memes of Nashu. People showing memes of Nashu from the Hildy Quest. Fair.
さあここでちょっとピクトマンサーに関してですね、ドイツ語のプレイヤーの皆さんに一つお知らせがございます。
Yeah,
Now we
I'm
do
very
have one
excited for this
announcement
job.
about Pictomancer for our players playing in German.
これまでファイナルファンタジー6のオリジナル、それからピクセルリマスター。
Okay, so they're just changing the name
ジ
because
ョブ名をですね、このように
German can do
表記してまし
that.
た。今パワーポイントに映ってます。
So in FF6, both the original and remaster, Pictomancer had previously been translated as Duplicant.
デュプリカント、まあ多分これ造語だと思うんですけど、デュプリケートって
Rejecting the legacy of German translation.
アイテムが増殖するみたいなのでちょっとうってなるんですけど。
Yes, duplicate has a bit of a special meaning in MMOs, you know,
fair.
dupes of items.
でおそらくですね。まあモンスターを
Yoshi, your nerd is showing. Your inner nerd is showing.
ドイツ語のジョブ名作られたんだと思います。
But at the time, because the job was in fact duplicating your enemies, that's why they translated it with a name that means duplication.
ただ実際
I mean,
この
that makes
ピクトマンサー
sense.
というジョブに
That's
関
fair.
してその敵の姿をコピーするだけではなくていろんな絵を描くっていう遊びをピクトマンサーに作っていこうとするとどうしてもジョブ名とイメージの開きが出てしまうので今回、FF シリーズ全体で協議をしてですね14のドイツ語版では今書かれているようにどちらかというともうピクトマ
Yeah,
ンサーに近い
it's true. FanFests are like 99% shit posts when it comes to your feeds. That's one of the best things about it, to be honest.
is focused around creating original works of art, not just duplicating. We thought there would be quite a gap between the name if we use the legacy translation. So therefore, for all of the FFs, we will now be using this new name, Pictomont.
I like the extremely long explanation that German language can do whatever it wants because it can.
ピクトマントというドイツ語表示を使っていこうと思いますので、ミスではないので、ドイツ語プレイヤーの皆さん、しっかり協議した上で FF シリーズ全体として決めましたので、ご理解いただけますと助かります。
So in future Final Fantasy games, you will see Pictomont as the name for this job. So please know that's not a mistake. We didn't forget the old
hinting
name.
at future
This is a
FF
choice
games
we
already.
made for all of Final Fantasy with everyone involved. So thank you, and we hope you'll enjoy the new name.
Yeah, all Final Fantasies. Yoshi P has made the decision. You're saying there's going to be more Final Fantasies? Who would have guessed? Speaking of, I wonder if we'll get more info about the FF16 collab that they're going to be doing.
Honestly, when you have such a long-running series as Final Fantasy, you will run into these cases where what made perfect sense at the time is no longer working for us, and this is a great example of the sort of stuff we deal with.
Which is an interesting insight into the Final Fantasy brand. You know, he's talked about it before, about how everything is very regimented when it comes to the FF brand. Like, it's their baby, right? So any changes to job names or anything like that, any additions, they have to go through a lot, right?
Grow and develop as a franchise, we really need to adapt in the way that is best for Final Fantasy's future. And this time it only affected German, but I think it will probably happen in all languages at certain points. So just remember that that's what we're bearing in mind when we make these decisions.
Yeah, he's really flexing the board member spot right now, isn't he? Like, this is what we're doing. This is how we're handling this.
So let's move on to the story of Dawntrail.
All right, here we go.
Feature myriad characters.
今回皆さんにお届けするのは再三英雄光の戦士への最高の夏休み
I mean, I'm curious what they can talk about here that they haven't already revealed, because anything more, it feels like they'd be revealing too much, right?
新たな冒険、そしてそのバカンスの目的は西方トラル大陸になります。
The site of this vacation and our new adventure will be the continent of Tural.
Of course.
依頼されるのはトラル大陸にあるとある王国の王位継承霊星の助力です。
Fabled gates of a city of
and the reason we will
gold.
be going there is for the right of succession for a nation over there.
その依頼主となるのが
It'll be patch 6.55, of course.
こちらのキャラクター
Yeah!
It's her.
Let's go! Let's go! Tell us about her. Tell us about this magical Femroth.
というキャラクターになります。
This character is Wuklamat. She's the daughter of the current ruler of Tural.
なんとなくね、あんまり見たことのない種族にも見えるんですけれど。
I feel like I haven't seen this before.
ミコってだよね、多分ね。
Is it a Mikote? そうですよね。
多分ちょっと体質的にちょっとモフモフしてるミコってだと思います。
I love that they kept him buff.
Really, really fuzzy
I know the people had been really requesting that. So good for all the furry fans out there, I guess.
この王位継承レース
I'm just glad we finally see them.
様々な候補者が
Just tell me who to kill, lady. Yeah.
になっています。
Look, I've got one job, and it's to fight gods. Just point me to the nearest god, and I'll take care of it.
その王位継承レースの道中ですね、様々な気づきやドラマが待ち構えています。
And there will, of course, be a lot of revelations and various
I wonder
dramatic
if she
turns
will
along the
show
way.
up in
王位
6.55.
継承レースというからには他にも
I'm very
候補者
curious.
います。
Of course, as a contest, we do need people to compete against.
さらに暁のメンバーがそこにどう関わっていくのか、それらはぜひ皆さんの目でお確かめください。
And so I hope you'll look forward to finding out how exactly the other scions play into.
Yeah, I'm guessing we just choose different champions. And it's not like we're really truly divided so much as just kind of rivals in this contest of some point. Right. Like they're not gonna split up the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. That's too much. That's too heavy.
Today, you will be able to meet her in patch 6.55 part 2.
Hey, there we go. Hey, there we go. So it is confirmed. Nice.
皆さんの手で、新しい物語のまさに序章をですね、体験していただければと思います。
She is a very strong character, so I hope you look forward to getting to know her.
そんな気になる、分かった。じゃあパッチ 6.55 はいつなのかねと。
Okay, so you're wondering, I'm sure, when is patch 6.55 coming out?
パッチ 6.55 は1月16日
Oh!
に公開となります。
Oh!
It's coming out on
Okay.
January 16th.
Wow, that soon.
さすがにね、来週
Okay, well, we got a little over a week. Okay. She's almost
Obviously,
here.
after FanFest is over, we are all going to be passed out, so we're taking a week and then releasing.
Nice, nice. All right, it's we're in the final stretch then.
And also, we are planning to have a 24-hour maintenance for this patch.
Okay, I mean it makes sense. Makes sense.
公開作業に合わせて皆さんの日本の全データセンターの各種まあいわゆるサーバー機材ですね。まあものすごい高性能サーバーがたくさん並んで
I wonder if we'll give any updates on how the cloud server stuff went.
すべて入れ替えるという作業を同時に行わせていただきます。
This is because we will be replacing the entire Japanese data center infrastructure with newer machines.
これによってですね、さらに安定性増しますし、いろんなこと
Yeah.
が
All right. So JP getting some love. Nice.
まあ土地だったりハウジングいろんなことまたやりやすくなりますので、それらの
Yeah, I'm curious how the cloud server testing went.
機器の入れ替えということを今回やりますので、すみませんちょっと長時間のメンテナンスになりますが、ご承知おきください。
We're sorry that it's such a long maintenance, but this will contribute to future stability and our ability for the service
Yeah,
to handle
and I
things
mean
like
they're
high-end
adding a
housing,
new model
so
to
we
the
ask for your
game, so
understanding.
makes sense.
はい、では続いて新たな冒険の舞
All
台
right,
とな
talking
る
about
西欧
Tyrol. So we've seen
トラル大陸
some
水岸
of the
方を
areas
見ていきましょ
revealed,
う。
at least the key
So
art,
let's take a look at some new information
as well
about
as a few
Tyrol.
screens talking about the graphical
こ
update.
ちらエオルゼアの全体図ですね。三大洲の西方に位置する巨大な大陸です。
So on the map, you'll see that it is to the west of the three great continents.
New map.
こちら
Looking good.
左に見え
Looking
るの
good.
がトラル大陸
The
ですが
clouds are moving.
And on the left is what we've shown you so far.
You can see there's still some clouds to the north and the south there.
で今回なんとトラル大陸というのはですね
Yeah, Ilsabard is still a no man's land. Kind of interesting they're keeping it that way, but you know, got the Sea of Clouds up there, you got the whale, got Leviathan hanging around.
But Tyrol is actually a very massive continent expanding from
Or
north to
Bismarck, I'm
south,
sorry.
and
Got
we will
Bismarck
be
up there.
Going that full length during our adventure.
なので最新の
Okay, there we go. Yeah, so they just expanded a little bit of the northern section.
So
Nice.
this is the full new map.
Nice, nice.
そしてご紹介してきた今回新たにプレイヤーの皆さん
Julio Lol,
プレイヤータウン
alright.
となるのがトライオラです。
And this is the new player hub that we introduced to the Olal.
このトライオラ自体がこの南北のトラル大陸をつなぐ橋の役目を持っています。
Home of the Zandalari.
Tuliolal
Oh,
actually
wait.
functions as
Wait a
a
second.
bridge connecting the north and south parts of the continent of Tyrol.
先ほど
As long as it's easier to move around in.
こうやって巨大な橋
Right.
出ていたと思います。
As you saw in
I
Tyrol,
like
there
that.
is a literal bridge.
That bridge is pretty
今回
sweet.
の冒険はこのトライオラを
That's
中心
pretty
に
cool.
トラル大陸の南北をまたいでの大冒険となります。
So the Tuliolal will be at the center of our adventure. It will span from north to south of Tyrol.
まあ南北
Yeah, so this is the bridge connecting the Panama Canal, I guess.
ここではちょっとネタバレで言えないさまざまな出来事により南と北で大きく物語が揺れ動いてい
It's
る
very
ことに
large.
なります。
Very large, is
There
what he's
is a
saying.
degree of unity between
Even
the
bigger
cultures
bridge.
of the two due to certain developments that I will not share here. There will be major story developments in both North
Yeah.
and South Tyrol that will change the story significantly.
Battle
So
on the
almost
biggest
think of it as a
bridge.
two-part
Let's do
structure.
it.
もちろん一つの 壮大な物語 7.0 自体で、そうなっていますが、内容をねやってみると2部構成に近い、新しい我々のチャレンジにも見えるかもしれません。
Of course, the whole story overall is one unified story, but you may feel like it does have two distinct arcs when you play through it.
Okay, that makes sense.
では
Of course, our goal is to try and unify the two, I would assume. Okay, new areas. New areas always
So let's
good.
both review and take a look at
See
some
how
new
the
information on
updates are
field
coming
areas.
along.
まずこれまではスクリーンショット等々でしか出せなかったものをまとめてですね、既存の情報公開した部分動画にして、ダイジェスト動画を作ってきましたので、まずはそれをご覧いただきましょう。
So far, we've only been able to show you a few clips and screenshots, but we've put together all the materials we have so far into a collection that we will show you now.
Nice,
それでは
nice.
どうぞ。
Oh, a video, not just the screenshot. Okay, no PowerPoint for this. Interesting. Very nice, very nice. I put together one of those blimps. Ooh, nice fog effect. I think that's what I was taken away with the graphical updates more than anything. It's just the fog and the clouds in the distance. It just adds so much atmosphere to the areas. I really, really like what they're doing with it. I just might need to get a new motherboard and CPU before we end up taking on this journey. Yeah, like the Wild West town. You know, I could stand to do without it with how much we've spent in Uldal, but that's fine. It looks a little more like Arizona. I'm cool with that. Ooh. Quad Falls. Interesting. Oh, that looks cool. That looks really good. That looks really sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'll be spending some time there. That looks pretty neat.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
Yeah. That forest from Xenoblade. I mean,
さてさて、
fair.
かなり冒険のイメージ多いですね。自然
I
地
have
形
glowing trees of
そういった
Missouri.
数
I
々
mean,
ご覧いただきました。
get to get
So we've taken a
some
look at
toxic
some
walnuts
natural
falling on your
scenes
head.
that really speak of adventure.
ではここからはですね、まあ既存エリアの紹介でしたので、さらに新たなエリアを、ご紹介していき
Yeah,
ます。
I really like
But those were
what
areas
I've seen
you've
of the
before,
graphical
so let's
updates so
look at some
far.
that you haven't.
ちょっと今まで見たものとは毛色が変わるので、あまりすみません多くは語れないです。
These are pretty different from what you've seen so far, and for that same reason, we can't tell you a whole lot about them.
その点すみませんご了承ください。
Fair.
Please understand.
Yeah, we hadn't seen the glowy forest yet, I
まず
don't
は動画
think.
からいこうと思います。
That
We'll
was new.
start with
Most
the
of the other
video.
areas I feel like we saw. Oh. Okay. Okay, what the? All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. We're going full Xenoblade. I don't know what's going on, but all right, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the PSO space station. Guessing that was one of the dungeons, maybe? What in the... This is Esthar, isn't it?
会場騒然としておりますが、
Lunar Zone?
Yeah, so that was a pretty sudden change of visuals there.
I just, oh,
こち
yeah.
らのエリア、まあちょっとね、
I mean,
動画の方は
I'll chill in Night City again.
ネタバレ
It's
は
been a
出せ
while.
ないんですが、エリアの名前をソリューション9と言います。
We really can't show you a lot of specific objects from this area because it would be spoilers, but we can tell you it's called Solution 9.
Solution 9?
まあプレイヤーの皆さんが滞在する大都市がトライアラだとすると、こちらショータウンの状態
Yeah,
に
it doesn't look like an
なってます。
extinct civilization, because,
This too
yeah.
will function as a town, much like the player hub of Tuliolal.
What?
ではちょっとだけ 説明をしておきましょう。
Entirely
I will
different
explain it
civilization.
just a little bit.
トライオラとは全く
I'm
異なる文明によって築かれ
intrigued
た
and confused.
天狼都市となってい
In-game
ます。
hub, yeah.
So this has been constructed by a totally different civilization than Tulialal.
まあそんなの見たらわかるよっていう話だと思うんですけど、
I think
Maybe
you
it's
can
something
probably
the
tell just by
Omicrons have been
looking.
working on?
まあ名前の由来はですね、すいません、いろいろご想像ください。ちょっとだけスクリーンショットもお見せします。
But maybe have a think about why it might be called Solution 9. And we have one more screenshot to show you.
Yeah. Like, that's the only thing I can figure is it's something the
今まで
Omicrons had
皆さんが
worked
思い
on,
描いてきた
like,
黄
a
金の
long
レガシー
time
の
ago,
イメ
maybe.
ージがガラガラと音を立てて崩れ去っていく感じがしますね。
I feel like we are loudly destroying any mental image you might have had for Dawntrail right now.
すいません、ちょっと先ほど言いましたが、オブジェクトとは
Man,
ね、
I'm so confused. I'm not sold on the name, but I am kind of curious.
実際にはいろんなオブジェク
Oh
トが存
no.
在してます。
What is...
Like I said, we can't really show
Okay.
you specific objects in this setting because it would be a spoiler, so we've kind of erased them all, and this is just the background.
まあビルなのか、こう施設なのか、これね。
I mean, I'm not opposed. I mean, Final Fantasy has always had a
But
little
are
bit
these
of the tech
buildings?
and,
Is this a facility?
you know,
In any
industrial
case, it's
stuff.
quite different from
I'm
what we've
just
seen.
very curious how this works
先ほ
into
ど
the
もお伝え
story.
した通り、このソリューション9、プレイヤーの皆さんのショータウンでもあるので、かなり施設
But I mean,
や
with how much I've been
設備
playing
の
Elite
多い場
Dangerous
所となって
lately,
います
like, I'm cool with another
But
space
as I
station.
mentioned, it will be a
I've seen a few
player
of them
hub,
in
so
my
you can expect
time.
a lot of different facilities and features there.
どんな物語になるのか、そもそもここはどういった場所なのか、これまでの今までのね 6.X シリーズまでとも異なる雰囲気での冒険、いろいろご想像ください。
Yeah, Emmett probably started it as a
But,
lark.
as for
you know.
what this place actually is, what sort of story will take place here, you'll just have to imagine for yourself something that is quite different from what we've seen thus far up to 6.X.
ではもう少しだけ新しいエリア紹介していこうと思います。
And I'll show you one more area now.
Okay.
こちらはアートワークとなっています。
This is the concept art.
Interesting.
新たな
So it
エリア
ties
で
into the
Heritage
train.
Found と言い
Heritage
ます
found.
And this area is called Heritage Found.
Yeah, they're really giving off the Midgar vibes, huh?
ですね、これね。
It's pretty mysterious.
I mean, look, I've already fought one train. I don't mind beating up another one.
知ってます。
There seems to be a steam-powered train.
まあしかもこうこれアートワークですけど、手前と奥とで異なったね文明が混ざってるように見えますが、こちらは一つのエリアの中になってます。
And it certainly looks like the stuff in the foreground and the stuff in the background were constructed by different civilizations, but this
Yeah.
is all one area.
Very interesting. Yeah, it's got to be the final zone, I would imagine. It's just so out there.
This area is absolutely replete with lightning energy.
ではここからはですね、ちょっともう説明ができないので、スクリーンショットだけちらちらお見せします。
But I can't really give you any more explanation than that, so we'll just take a look at a few more screenshots.
I'm so confused. I'm not mad about it because I'd like it. I'm just very confused. But yeah, it's got to be the final zone leading into whatever they're planning after Dawntrail, right?
ではまず1枚目。
Yeah, I mean, literally the only thing I can think of is Omicrons.
まあこれまでね、黄金のレガシー自然地形
But
と
I'm
か荒野ばっかり
like, it's
紹介
just
してき
it's
たん
so
ですけど、
far out there.
まあこうい
Could
った
be
地域もあっ
anything.
て複数の文化というのが混在しています。
So far we've shown you a lot of fields and natural scenery, but as you can see here, there's also these very unique areas with cultures intermingling.
なんとなくね、ガレマール帝国っぽいイメージにも見えなくもないんですけど、ちょっと違いますね。
It looks a little bit like Garlemald, but not quite.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's got the big wall, you
ガレ
know.
マールだと黒と赤だもん
And Garlemald was very black and red.
な。そして2枚目。奥に見えるのは先ほどのアートにも見えていたタワ
Coon.
ーなのか何なのか。
In our second screenshot here, in the background, you can
Yeah,
see
this
that
is the
same
FF13
thing,
X pack,
whatever it is, a
which
tower
we will be
maybe?
getting to hopefully this year.
こういった
Maybe.
地域だとしても
We'll get to it
人々は
eventually.
ここでたくましく
Gotta finish
力強く
7 at some
生きています
point, or 8
これ
at
ら
some
はダンジョ
point.
ンではなくプレイヤーの皆さんが冒険する
Yeah, the
フィールド
encounter
となって
designs
ます
are going to be wild here.
But even in an area as strange
You
as
know
this,
at
we
least
have
one
people
boss is gonna
living their
have
lives. This is not a
some turret
dungeon.
mechanics.
なんかここで釣れる主どんなやつなんだろうなって想
People
像
have
する
been
と
living here. Huh.
I wonder what kind of big fish you can fish up here.
そして最後、こんな場所もあり
Top
ます。
carousel.
というのだけお伝えしておきます。
There's also
Alright.
this, and that's all I'll tell you.
まあ、とにかく
There's
ですね、
just that. That's
7.0
okay.
黄金のレガシー、いろん
Alright.
な
I mean, can I ride it?
詰め込んだ
You can't put a carousel in the game and not let me
どんなエリアなのか
ride it.
何が待っているのか、いろいろご想像していただければ嬉しいです。
But what we've shown you is that Dawntrail will have a variety of areas and things to experience, so let your imagination run
Okay.
wild.
さあ、ではここエリアの紹介をし
Man,
ます
I'm
ので
already seeing fan art pop up in Discord of the female Hrothgar. You guys are fast. I don't know how you do it. This is just nuts how quick this is going.
But let's, now that
It's
we've
been
talked about the
51
areas, let's
minutes.
talk about the
It's been
people who live
51
there
minutes.
who might become your potential allies.
これまでにペルペル族、それからモブリン族を紹介してきました。
We've already introduced the Pelu Pelu and the Moblins.
Of course.
もともとですね、この地域、巨人族
Dig in the-
文化も
dig in the
強く
very fluffy
根付いており
alpaca.
オールゼアとは異なる夜深い族という巨人たちも見受けられます。
So in this area, there is a deep-rooted culture of giants. Though they're not called giants, they are called the Yokhui.
We
バ
okay.
ヌバヌ族にも似た姿のちょっとねカラフルな種族ですが、ハヌハヌ族と言います。
We also have these
Those are
colorful folks
11
who look quite
trolls. I
similar
mean,
to
that
the
makes sense if they're
Vanu
tying it in
Vanu. Indeed, they are
with the
called
Allied Raid
Vanu.
series, right?
これプロデュースされたライブとかでも話すとき、吉田滑舌悪いなって言われそう。ハヌハヌ族です。
Not a lot of love for the Vanu
Yes,
Vanu
so they are
from
called
what
the
I'm
Vanu
seeing.
Vanu.
Okay.
そして
Come on, man. They're
何よ
just
り
they're
です
just
ね、今回やっぱり
little guys in the
注目なのは
sky.
こちら、さまざまマムージャたち登場してき
Oh,
ます。
fancy
But
Mamulja.
the most important part
The one on the
of
right.
this are the Mamulja.
トライオラを収めている相当の2つの、ね、頭を持つマムージャ、グルージャジャを筆頭にですね、数多くのマムージャ族が登場してきます。
I'm digging the
The
fruit
most
bowl.
prominent
I'm digging the
example is, of
RTX
course, the
on fruit
current
bowl.
ruler of Tuliolo, the two-headed Gulul Jaja, but there are plenty of other Mamulja of all shapes and sizes.
We just gotta ignore the little guy on the left.
紹介しているのは、まあ、
He's just
その
hanging
一部
out.
になりますが、多様な、部族が登場して物語の中でもその部族同士の多くの価値観というのが、物語上提示されていきます。
What we're showing you in the screenshot is but a small sampling. In the story, I think you'll find that the Mamulja are very diverse, including their perspectives and values.
Okay.
まあ、彼らと光の戦士である皆さんが出会い、どのような冒険の道を進んでいくのか、そしてプレイヤーである皆さん自身が今回の物語からどういった
Yeah, I mean you've got a pretty good range here. You got the farmer, you got a couple fighters, you got the trader.
I'm really looking forward to seeing
Yeah, they've got,
how meeting the Mamulja will change your adventure, and also how you specifically will feel about them and what you will take from this story.
Interesting. Like, I'm not sold on the Mamulja. They're not my favorite character design, but I'm interesting to see how it ties in and what kind of cultures we're going to see and where
So
our
now
travels
let's move
take
on to
us.
system updates and more details about the individual content.
Yeah, here we go. System updates, maybe a little bit more with the graphical updates here.
盛り込んで 7.0 全体をお話ししていこうと思います。そして 7.x シリーズにも触れていきます。
So we will be giving an overview of all of 7.0 as well as 7.x, including as much new information as we can share right now.
まあすみません、まずは何度もお伝えして恐縮なんですが、ついに
Of course, this we
皆さん
knew.
のレベルキャップが100になります。
Breaking the Final Fantasy tradition.
As we've said a few times, the level cap will be raised to 100.
Cowards. Cowards, all of them.
Q14 からやってるよという方、どれぐらいいらっしゃいますか？
How many of you have been playing since 1.0?
お、ありがとうござい
Like
ます。
two
ありがとうございます
Two.
皆さんとはね、足掛け13年以上の旅路になりました。
It's been more than 13 years together.
うわ、すごいコメント
You
で
know,
も
shout out to that one guy
手
that's
を挙
played
げてい
since
ただいてます。本当にあり
1.0.
がとうございます。
A
皆さんのお
lot
か
of
げで
folks
ね
in the comment as well.
我々
13
今
years. Yeah,
こんな場所
13
で
years to get to level 9, level
アクションについてお
100.
届けできているので、本当にありがとうございます。
Thank you all so much. We've gotten to this point because of you.
もちろん、
I mean, that is pretty impressive that it took them 13 years to get this high. They've done a great job of it.
選手の皆さんがいてくださるからこそ、ここまでね、我々開発チームの長い旅でもこの10年あったと思うので、その果てにですね、ついにレベルキャップが3桁になると、これ長く続けられないと到達しないので、本当にありがとうございます。
Of course, all of you who joined from 2.0 and those of you who have started playing recently as well are equally important. We could not have gone on this long journey of 10 years without you and reached this milestone of a 3-digit
Shout out to
level
those of us that started in Heaven's Word.
では、今日お伝えしたピクトマンサーも含め、
Okay, so more info about Viper and Pictomancer. Interesting.
So including Pictomancer that we introduced today, as well as Viper, we will have 2 new jobs in 7.0.
ちょっと質問してみようかな。
So let's
バイ
ask,
バイパーやるぞっていう方。
who's going to play as Viper?
お、
Oh, a lot of hands. A lot of glow sticks.
Maybe
I'm curious about the
25%?
whole rigging behind them of all the PCs. I wonder if they're doing that for the trial event.
Wow, there's a lot of you.
You see that over there, like back behind on to the left?
いやいや何言ってんだよ。
So people can hop in and play the trial
Who's going to
test.
play everything?
当然やろうみたいな感じでありがとうございます。
Everyone's like, yeah, obviously I'm going to do that. Thank you.
お、コメントでもそりゃそうだろう。
Of course.
まずはピクトマンサー、バイパー、どっちもやる。
I mean, it's a lot of PCs. I have to imagine it's for the
A
trial.
lot of folks
The
saying,
trial
I'm going to do
challenge
both.
they
I'm
do
going to
every
play them all.
FanFest.
Thank you so much.
まあ新ジョブだけじゃなくて他の、既存ジョブに関しても、ね、レベルキャップ解放された新たなアクション追加されますし、大きなメンテナンスが入る場合もありますので、既存のジョブもですね、しっかりアップデートしていこうと思います。
Of course, it won't just be our new jobs. With the level cap being raised, we will be adding new actions and updating our previous jobs as well.
では続いてバトルコンテンツ、ちょっと基礎バトルコンテンツ、新情報も含めてですね、いろいろお話ししていこうと思います。
So let's talk about the core battle content, including some new info.
もうこの辺り今表示されているものは今回もしっかりありますよということをお伝えするだけです。
Of course, as far as everything on this screen goes, we just want to let you know that we will, of course, be adding more of these.
もちろん多数の
New dungeons, all right. So they revealed like a
And of
couple
course, we'll be
screens
having many
and
new
concept art.
dungeons.
ダンジョンの制作
The
非常に
last
順調
time
に
around.
進んでます。
The progress on dungeons is going quite well, actually.
今回はですね、その制作が進んでいて、ストーリーのネタバレにならないものを動画としてちょっと編集してまとめてまいりましたので、ご紹介したいと思います。
I'd like to show you a video. This is of the
Can't wait for the
dungeons that we
reward you get
are
with all the
well
jobs at
un-
level
that are well
100. A
underway,
souvenir
and also there
t-shirt.
will not be spoilers for you.
どうぞ。
Okay, so they did show off a little bit of the dungeons the last time, including parts of this video, I think. Yeah, we saw the big riverboat as a Mississippi River native. I'm a little disappointed it's not a big steamboat, but you know, what can you do? You know, talking about, you know, some of those crystals and new things that we're gonna be able to gather for those of you that take part. Satasha too, yeah. We're gonna climb so many ladders this expansion. All right, so here we got Solution 9. That's, man, I'm just so curious.
はい。
All right, so nothing super new. I think we only saw concept art of Solution 9 last time, so it's nice to see like what the dungeon there actually looks like.
これが最終クオリティだと思わないでねって言ってると思いますんで、お伝えしておきます。
I will tell you I have a message from Soken, which is that this version of the music is just a draft. It's not done yet.
Fair.
制作の方は非常に順調に進んでおります。いくつかのダンジョンはですね、僕の、一時チェック、道中チェック完了しているものもちらほら出始めております。
But our progress with the dungeons really is proceeding well. I've gotten to the point of my first stage of quality checks on some of them.
Excellent, excellent. Quality checks, meaning he's making his team raid with him.
Take a look at a few enemies.
こちらすでにご紹介した
Okay.
バリガルマンダや
I'm the buff square.
なんかボス以外にもねちょっと
Oh god, that cactuar. Oh god, the buff
So we have
cactuar.
the ones we've introduced so far, Valigarmanda, Eliminator, and there are also some interesting monsters outside of the major bosses.
Chadtuar, yeah. Chadtuar.
筋トレしすぎた感ありますよね
This is
This thing looks like it.
This
it
is the
lifts
buff
perhaps too
expansion.
much.
なんというか
this is the
そう
expansion where we finally lift.
筋肉質なサボテンダーに見えるんですけどどうやら名前はバレルテンダーというらしいです
So this super
1,000
buff
pound
saddle
needles.
tender is called the barrel tender.
Barrel tender, I like it. I dig it.
しかないですよね
I can't imagine it will do much rather than just punch the heck out of you.
まあ NPC だけでなくねこうした新たな生態系と
One needle. One needle. One big needle.
I think it's not just the NPCs in the new environment that are exciting. Part of it is experiencing these unique monsters as well.
そしてもちろん強敵と戦う上でですね
Dost thou even hoist?
アップデートが行われます
And of course, while you're fighting, you will want these duty support updates on your journey.
今回クルルがピクトマンサーにジョブチェンジしておりましたので
Duty support Nutkin is playable. Oh
Oh
god. It's running wild.
Given that Kryle has changed to Pictomancer, I feel like she will be making her duty support debut.
Yay! There we go.
Congratulations, Kryle.
ちょっとね僕クルルさんにはちょっと歌詞が大きな歌詞が1個消せないやつがずっとあるんで
I have a lot of feelings about Kryle.
歌詞じゃない仮だった
Yay, I'm happy. I like Kryle a lot. I'm glad she's joining the team.
I feel I really owe her one, so let's use this to pay her back.
コンテンツサポーターたちはストーリー上でのボスとの戦いというのでも、しっかり活躍してくれることと思います。
I think you'll find these updates very useful when progressing through the story.
では続いて多数の
New gear and recipes. Alright. So we saw a little bit of the new gear coming out.
パッケージが大量に登場してきます。
Of course, as it's an expansion, we will have a lot of new gear and recipes.
今回拡張 7.0 で新たに登場する新装備とい
I
う
don't
の
know
は
if they'll do the new job
第一次グラフィックスアップデートの仕様によっ
moves
て
yet
最初から豪
for
華
the
に
FanFest,
作
or
ら
if
れ
they'll
てい
save that
ます
for a
の
live
で
letter.
7.0 の新装備
I'm
の
curious what the new
クオリ
Red
ティ
Mage
ところにも
Ender is
ぜひ
going to
ご
be.
注目ください。
So all of the new gear that is implemented in 7.0 will have the graphics update applied to it. So definitely take a look at that quality once you get in game.
で
Excellent.
は開発
And
中では
two
ありま
die
すが
channels. Don't forget the 2 die
ちょっといくつ
channels.
か持ってきたのでご紹介
Very
します
important.
These
Extremely
are still in
important here.
development, but we did bring a few screenshots, so let's take a look.
こちら
Ooh, I like the
左から
sage.
召喚士
Really like that
侍
sage.
賢者ガンブレーカーとなってますね。
Right, so from the left, we have Summoner, Samurai, Sage, and Gunbreaker.
Yeah,
どうしても
I like that
スクリーン
sage.
ショットでは分かりにくいんですが
The Gunbreaker
今回
looks pretty good
それぞ
too.
れ
I
の
just don't play enough
パー
Gunbreaker.
ツに異なる素材感というそれから質感シワの入れ方っていうのまで相当こだわって作ってます
But I like that we're finally
It's a little
getting
bit
an eye
hard to tell
patch.
from the screenshots, but each element of these outfits, in terms of textures, quality, and details, are really much improved.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell. I don't know if you can tell just through the refeed, but yeah, it's you can tell the textures
I
are
think
definitely a
especially
step
the
up.
quality of the cloth really stands out.
手に入れた
And don't forget
際
two
にはですね
jo- two dies.
ぜひ
Two
ゆっくり
dies.
してからでいいのでじっくりちょっと装備というのも見ていただけると、開発チーム喜ぶと思います。
Of course, over the course of your adventure, once you have time for a break, I hope you'll take a close look at this gear. That would make the devs really happy.
そしてこちら
A machinist, looking good, looking fancy with the tie.
そしてナイトです。
So here we have Machinist, Reaper, Astrologian, and Paladin.
まあ光の当たり具合だと
I dig the
あれで
business
すね
tie.
飛行士のあたり わかりやすいかもしれないですね、クオリティ。
I think the quality might be easiest to see with the machine.
And of course, Paladin always gets the ultra HD glam.
それから調整というのをリリースギリギリまで続けていきます。
And we will continue brushing up and improving this gear right until
I'm seeing
release.
people say the Ast is a bit bland, but like I can definitely tell on my end, the cloth texture
Of course,
is
it won't just
wild
be
on
job
that.
gear,
Like
we'll also have
the
plenty of
shading on
fashionable
it
gear
is
for
really
you as
good.
well.
では装備もちらっとね、ご紹介しましたので、次の項目進みたいと思います。
All right, so let's move on.
新たな生活系の大規模コンテンツやります
I
よ
mean, it
と
looks
いう
really
お話
good.
をさせていただいてました。
We have told you that there will be expansive
Like it
new
looks
lifestyle
velvety, yeah.
content.
Oh, expensive new lifestyle, here we go.
固まりましたので、ちょっとコンセプトアートをご
Garrisons.
紹介していきたいと思い
Put in the
ます。
garrisons.
And finally, our plans have come together, so we do have concept art of that
Oh.
to show you.
こ
Oh,
ちらです。
back to the moon.
また
Back to the moon.
どこ行くんだよっていう感じなんですけど、
Wow, where are we going now?
ご覧の通りですね。次なる
Moon
大規模
restoration.
生
Let's
活系コ
go.
ンテンツは
Let's do it.
様々
Moon
な
diatom.
惑星に訪れていただきます。
So as perhaps you can guess, the next lifestyle content will take you to various different planets.
一つ
Oh.
の星だとね、なんか
Oh,
絵が変わらな
not
いじゃない
just
です
one
か。
planet.
今回絵代わりっていうところも考えてですね、いろんなシチュエーションの惑星にちょっと行っていただこうかな
I'm
と
cool
思
with
って
it.
います。
If it was
I
just
mean,
one,
the
you wouldn't
Loports
get much
gotta do their
variety in the
thing, right?
series, so we thought we'd give you a bunch so you could get a sense of progress.
All right, that's cool.
なんかね、
I'm down for it. I don't know what all it's gonna involve. I see some mining.
じゃあちょっと
That's really about it.
もらえるかなみたいな。
Mining, a little blacksmithing.
You're thinking, oh, all right, let me go on an adventure to the continent of Tural, but let me just pop over to this other planet also.
こちらのコンテンツタイトルこのようになっています。
I mean, I am very cool with hanging out with the
The
Loporits.
name of this content will be Cosmic Exploration.
こちらのコンテンツはですね、ソロでもちろん参加することはできますけど、皆さんで力を合わせて発展させていくものになっています。
Yeah, I'm cool with traveling with
You
the
can, of
bunnies.
course, play this content solo, but it's really intended for everyone to work together to make progress.
この向かう先エリアっていうのもですね、パッチアップデートが進んでいくことによってテーマとする惑星が
Kinda like
変わっ
Diadem.
ていきます。
Huh. Maybe a
And
little
with
more
each
chill.
update, the star that you were working on will change.
Nice.
どんな惑星をこう巡ってい
So
くの
kind
か
of like what they
そ
did
こで
with
ねどんなドラ
Foundation,
マが
but
待ち受
different
けているの
planets.
か。メインクエストとは異なりますが、パッチ 7.X シリーズ順次こう展開されていく、長期間のコンテンツになっていますので、ぜひご注目ください。
It'll be a little bit different than the main scenario, but definitely keep an eye out for this and think about what kind of places you'll visit.
Putting a
and
big
what will
culinarian
happen there.
statue on every planet.
あれですね。セイントセイヤの話をしている人が多いですね。
A lot of people talking about Saint Seiya.
もうコスモって言ったらもう世代によっては
Fair.
すぐそうなっちゃうんですよね。
To most of us, if we say the word Cosmo, we think of Saint Seiya in a certain generation.
さあ燃やしていきましょう。
Let's go.
And maybe go to the planets beyond destroyed.
今後またプロデューサーレターライブなどで順次お伝えしていこうと
That
思います。
would be an interesting lore tie-in, to be
We
honest.
will tell you more
I'm
about
cool
this
with that.
content in PLLs coming up.
さあ続いてはこちら、新たなアライアンスレイドについてです。
All right, more info about the
Next,
Alliance raid.
about our new Alliance
We
raid.
know they're doing the
前
FF11
回こちらですね。
collab.
アライアンスレイドどうなるかというと
I've never played 11, so I don't know what all this will involve.
大先輩でもあり、運営会社
I
から
mean,
ね
if they're gonna do a
21
collab, they need to
年を
announce a
超える
shared sub.
ファイナルファンタジー11を
To be
テーマにした
completely
内容
honest,
でお届け
just give us
し
a
てまいり
shared
ます。
sub for it.
So as we've told you before, this Alliance raid will be based on FF11, who is our great senpai in the field of MMOs, having been running for 21 years now.
Yeah, and that's wild. Like, it is older than WoW. That is wild to think about.
イメージアートを進めているところなんですが、1枚ちょっとご紹介させていただこうと思います。
We've been progressing on this development, and so we have various concept art of which we'll
Oh,
show you one
nice,
today.
nice. Ooh, I have no context for your issues,
ご存知
man.
ですよね。
But I'm gonna
Oh,
beat
some
you
of
up.
know.
11を多分やってる方は ご存知かと思いますが、こちら闇王と呼ばれる存在です。
Those of you who played FF11 will probably know, but this guy is called the Shadow Lord.
まあどんな登場をするのか、それから他にねどんなボスとかキャラクターが登場してくるのか、ストーリーはどうなるのか気になる部分多数あるかと思います。
I'm sure you're very interested to know how he shows up, what other characters you'll see, and what the story is overall.
こちらもですね、プロデュースされたライブで詳細ねさらに近づいてきたらお伝えしていきますが、このEchoes of Vana'diel,
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have fun with it because I have fun with a lot of the Alliance raids, but I just have no idea what's going on.
So we will give you more details in future PLLs, but for now, just know that Echoes of Vana'diel is coming from 7.1.
Of course.
はい、ではアライアンスレイドを紹介しましたので、こちら新たな物語が開幕となる8人レイドに関してもお伝えしてまいります。
And we have another new story coming with the 8-man raid.
Of course, of course.
さあ、こちらもですね、コンセプトアートが仕上がりましたので、そちらを見ていただこうかなと思います。
We have a concept art for that as well, so let's start by taking a look.
Yeah, what's following Panda? Oh. Okay. The GPU. RTX on. Let's go.
Really different
Literally now.
from our art for the expansion in general.
We're fighting a giant 4090.
I definitely see a graphic board in there.
Twitch と YouTube、 特に Twitch がですね、
Fighting my 3070. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You all know a lot about this hardware.
まあ一体どこなのかね、そう何なのかさっぱりわかんないと思います。
It was time. After all the work that we put into our computers for these games, it was only a matter of time before they rose up.
っぽいなって言ってるやつ、あれがレイドの舞台です。
But that thing you think looks like a graphics board, that is actually the stage for our raid.
冷却したくなるって言ってる。
I mean, I'm all for it.
こちらレイドタイ
At
トル
least it's not
決まっておりま
orange.
す。
The raid title has been decided, and it is
四天のザ・アルカディアというシリーズが、こちらレイドタイトルとなります。さてどんな物語になるんでしょう。
The Arcadion.
Arcadion.
I dig
What
it.
sort of story will it be?
I dig it.
こちらもですね、レイドならではの多数の新キャラクター登場予定となっています。
Okay.
Myriad new characters coming with this raid.
物語はですね、ファイナルファンタジー14完全オリジナルストーリーとして、今制作が進んでおります。
I'm gonna have fun with this raid.
FF14 original.
We're just fighting Yoshi P's past.
まあ難易度ノーマルと、難易度が高い霊式それぞれちゃんと用意してあります。
Of course, we will have the normal mode for you to enjoy
We're fighting
the
Yoshi
story,
P's
as well as
childhood.
the
I'm
higher
down.
difficulty
Let's do it.
Patch 7.0 リリースから、まあ、おおよそ1ヶ月ぐらいで、ノーマルと霊式と順次公開していく予定ですので、ぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。
We will be releasing normal and savage in sequence about 1 month after 7.0.
Okay.
まあ同時だとね、焦っちゃうんでね。はい。
If it was at the same time, you'd feel rushed, I think.
さあでは8人レイドご紹介しましたので、
So that is our 8-person raid.
高難易度のレイド大好きだっていう方ってどれぐらいいますか？
And who likes the highest difficulty raids?
Oh, the
ありがとうございま
ultimates?
す。最近ね、
I still need to finish T. Please, someone, let me join your static. Please, let me get my T weapon. Oh, please. Please, I just want my T
We
weapon.
will have a new ultimate raid.
次なるですね、絶も現在企画制作順調に進ん
What
で
if
お
they're
り
gonna
ます
announce what it is? Probably
The
not, but
planning and development for this is already moving along.
we still need Warring Triad. They just kind of skipped them.
今回何がテーマになるかと言いますと、
As for the theme,
何でしょ
what will it be?
Oh,
う、聞いてみよ
Ultimate King Moggle Mog.
う。ゼノス
Xenos.
He seems genuinely surprised by that.
死生獣、ああなるほどね、順番に来とるやんと、なるほど、うんと言ってますね。死生獣ね、死生獣以外で何かありますか？
We're thinking we're going to go in order of
エデン、ああなるほど、エデンね。
Eden.
Eden, maybe?
Eden.
Oh, it is Eden. Okay. All right. Interesting.
次なる絶コンテンツは希望のそのエデンのとあるストーリーをモチーフとし
Skipping ahead,
た
huh?
内容になります。
So part of the story from Eden will be our theme.
こちらのアートを見覚えもちろんありますよね。
And with how they've expanded on the story in little bits with the past couple of Ultimates, I'm kind of excited for this. Yeah. Futures rewritten. Huh. Maybe we can
So the
keep
title will be Futures Rewritten
maybe we can
Ultimate.
keep Gaia from losing her memories?
この名称ですね、パッチ 5.4 のパッチタイトルにもかかってます。イメージアートもその時のものです。
That's
As you
cool.
know,
I
this
like
is
that.
also the name of patch 5.4 and along with its art.
今でもですね、非常に人気のあるストーリーとそれからキャラクターたち、ごめん、それらをですねモチーフにどんな戦いとかシチュエーションが待っているのか、ぜひですね。
Oracle of Light and Oracle of Darkness merge phase. Yeah. If you're gonna go gay, go full gay. Let's do it. I'm cool with this. It's just, man, I gotta find an ultimate static. I
こちらの説はですね、
really want to do it. I love Arena Gaia.
予定となっております。
We are planning to release this ultimate in 7.1.
Oh, that's
まあ
soon.
ぜひね、ゆっく
Interesting.
り
Okay.
ちょっと挑んでいただけると嬉しいです。
So we hope you'll take your time with it.
さあ次、
All right.
コンテンツのこう継続して
Wonder why they're
アップデートして
skipping
いきますよ
Shinryu.
という
Yeah.
お知らせだけしておきます。
Ongoing content
Now just
updates.
some quick updates on our ongoing content updates.
さまざまなコンテンツアップデートをしていきますので、こちら、
We have quite a few
Boomage,
things we'll be
okay.
updating.
まあこれらは 7.X
So most of this
シリーズで
we know
も
already.
順次アップデート
Most
してい
of
き
this
ますよという
we've
お知らせ
experienced.
として受け取っておいてください。
So basically, all you need to know is that we will be updating all of these things over the course of 7.x.
カットシーンコストの非常に高い某
Course
ヒ
New
ルディ
Hildy
ブランドさんのシリーズですけど、開発チームやりたいということなので、ヒルディまた活躍してくれることにな
Yeah.
りま
New
した。
plans for Deep Dungeons, of course.
Hildebrand is
The last one
really
was kind of
eating up
hard,
our
though.
budget, with his
Last
fancy
one,
cutscenes,
the
but
Orthos was not
development
super
team
well
really wants to
received,
do
so
it,
I'm
so there will be
curious.
more Hildebrand.
それから PVP のアップデートも本格的に、スタートするのは 7.1 からになります。まあ、7.0 はね、皆さんメインストーリーやジョブのレベルアップで忙しいと思うので、7.1 から、いろんなものがスタートしていくことになります。
Our major PvP updates will be starting from 7.1 because we feel you have plenty to keep you occupied with 7.0.
Okay.
それからですね、世界
Field
中でかなり
operations,
お声
okay.
を頂戴しているこちらフィールド探索型コンテンツと呼んでいるものをちょっとお知らせしておきます。
And we've received a lot of feedback on this subject, so we want to talk a little bit about new field operations.
Okay.
一部ですね、インタビュー等ではちょっとお話ししているんですが、パッチ 7.X シリーズでは、
Yeah.
エウレカとかボズヤに続くフィールドをイメージした探索型
Yeah,
の
Bosja
新たな
3.
大型のコンテンツも今計画中です。
I've mentioned this a bit in interviews, but in 7.x we will be introducing something in the style of Eureka and Bosja, a
Okay.
new field operation.
Okay, so they are confirming that they're doing it. They got a lot of feedback. A lot of people mad about it. I don't mind. I know some people are kind
This
of
will be
upset
something
about just
for
turning
a
in
lot of
tombstones
players
for your
participating simultaneously in order to clear.
okay, for your relic, but I'm not. I don't miss Bosja.
So please wait a bit, and we'll give you some more information.
But you know, at least the content will be there.
ですけど、エウレカを当初ねスタートした時はエウレカの話はもういいよみたいな反応も結構あったんですよ。
Yeah, the times have really changed because I remember when we started with Eureka, everyone was like, "Oh, Eureka."
まあでも諦めずにですね、しっかり遊びのねそういった
Yeah,
枠の
it's
遊び
true.
の一つとして
I mean,
まあアップデート
people are very
やっていた
split on
結果
it.
本当にたくさんの人にね
Let's be honest,
楽しんでいた
people
だ
are
けるよう
very
な
split on it.
シリーズというか
I'm not the biggest fan, but there are a lot of people who are really big into it, so, you know, can't please everybody. But, you know, I'll give it a shot, and we'll see what all's involved with it.
But we saw it through to the end, and we worked hard to develop the content into something that a lot of people ended up enjoying. And we have taken a break for a while, but it will be back now, and we look forward to developing more similar field operations.
そしてコンテンツに関してなんですが、もう一個
I mean, it also makes sense, because Endwalker was such a big expansion story-wise,
Okay, just one
that they
more
took the
announcement
expansion off.
content-wise.
New limited job. Oh, Beastmaster finally? Okay. I imagine
So
Beastmaster,
we announced
but
before that we will be having a
what
new
would it be?
limited job released in the latter half of 7.x.
ジョブ名だけお伝えしておこうと思います。
Today we will tell you just the name of this job.
Oh, it is Beastmaster. There we go. There we go. There we go. Beastmaster. There you go. That just made a lot of people happy.
Beastmaster.
まあリミテッドジョブですの
Very
で、
nice.
まあソロでも遊べるし、リミテッドジョブ同士のパーティーでも遊べるような企画というのを
Yeah, I mean, he
今
said he
試行錯誤
hates
して
pet
進め始め
classes,
ています。
so making it a limited job makes a
As
lot of
limited
sense.
job, of course, we are proceeding,
They just hate
with
balancing
plans
it
to allow you to play
for
solo or,
raid
in
content,
parties
right?
with other limited jobs.
まあ魔術使いという
Yeah, the
名前
Returnal
ですの
Lion,
で
maybe?
何かしらねこうちょっと収集的な要素もご用意したいと考えていますので、まあこちらについてもねちょっと 7.x シリーズの後半にはなりますが、情報よりアートとかね出していけるようになったら、続報 PLL 等でお伝えしていこうと思います。
As it is Beastmaster, we are thinking of having some kind of collection feature to go with it.
Well, I mean, that would make sense.
Once we have art and more information, we will share it with you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with it. I haven't really done a whole lot with Blue Mage, but Beastmaster might give me a might give me something to do.
So that is our updates about 7.0 and 7.x.
第1次次グラフィックスアップデートの進
And the
捗
graphics update
状況
time.
を
All right, show us the screen. Show us the RTX. Let's do
But
it.
I do also want to take a moment to talk about the graphics update and
Like, they
its current
have
progress.
introduced the new recommended system requirements. I'm sure they're gonna go over it again.
大詰めになってきました。今バグとひたすら戦っているところです。皆さんのプレイヤーキャラクターどうなっていくのか、その種族がどうなったのか気になっているかと思います。
So it is proceeding quite well, but as a massive update.
They've done a
we're
little bit more
currently
work after the
contending
last
but I'm sure
after
you
the
want to
last
see how all
FanFest
the different races
with some
are
of the
coming along.
reflective and sub-scattering surfaces, especially on Ora horns. So yeah, it'll be nice to see some new
So I will
screens.
now show you a little bit about each race that you might want to play.
まずこちらヒューランミッドランダー男性からお伝えし
See how it's coming along.
So let's start with
Going through
Huron
each race
Midlander
too.
male.
ここからはですね皆さん画面を見て左
Wonder
側
if
が
they'll show off the
今のグラフィッ
Femroths.
クスの状態右に新しいバージョングラフィックスアップデートが入った状態を表示していきますので、ご理解ください。
So on the left, we'll be showing the current or original version, and on the right, we'll be showing the new version with the graphics update.
こちらがヒューラングラフィックスアップデート版
Oh yeah, that's much smoother.
So with the update, this here will
That's
look like
much smoother.
まずやっぱり髪の毛の雰囲気というのが、まあ、非
Like
常に
it.
明確になって
And it doesn't seem like it's so far ahead it's gonna be. It doesn't feel like it's going to be so far ahead that it's going to like just tank a bunch of systems, right? Like it's very reasonable.
So as you can see, the hair is a lot more clearly defined, and also the texture resolution is significantly improved, and the face looks more natural now.
Yeah, a little bit more gradient to the skin. Yeah, all that subsurface scattering is paying off.
そのキャラクターのイメージ、種族のイメージっていうのを損なわないようにしっかりアップデートを行ってます。なので違いがいまいちわからんっていうのはある意味ちょっと褒め言葉のような気もしてます。
As I've said before, we could do more, change things more, smoothen things more, but we do also want to keep the image of the characters the same. So
Yeah.
honestly, if you think, oh, it doesn't look that different, that's kind of a good thing.
さあそれからですね、各種族 初期装備、種族装備ありますよね。あれも今回すべてグラフィックスアップデート対応しています。
Also, the starting gear for each race will be included in this graphics update as well.
チェックも僕のチェックも終わりましたので、初期装備、各種族の種族装備のクオリティアップにもご注目ください。
My quality checks on that are already done, so definitely take a look at that starter gear when you can.
続いて、ヒューランミッドランダー女性です。
Here is the Midlander female.
こちらがですね、現行の状態。
Subspace Emissary, yeah.
Here's the
2B.
original.
そしてこちらがアップデート版となります。
And updated.
Yeah, I think it looks much better without being unreasonable. Yeah. That looks really, really good. I mean, look at the shine on the lips and everything.
As you can see, the hair texture as well as
Eyes.
the volume is portrayed are quite different. And also for each race, we've made some improvements to lip shine.
あとはですね、頬に落ちてる影をちょっと見ていただければいいんですが、かなり自然にセルフシャドウ滑らかに落ちるようになりました。
And also, if you take a look at the shadows on her cheeks, you can see that they
Yeah,
are.
I really dig it. I really dig it. Now show me my female aura. Show me my angry little lizard.
Now we have a Highlander male
新しいバージョンがこちら。
with the new version.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely tell on the, oh man, that looks fantastic. That looks fantastic. It really does.
I think
You can
muscle
actually see the
definition, as
texturing
well as
on the skin
shadows
detail
that go
now.
along with it, and the shine of the skin are very clear here.
今まではね、こうテクスチャーでなんとかなじませていたみたいな部分がより自然な形になったんじゃないかなと思います。
Yes, before we sort of had a mishmash of textures look in there, but it's a lot smoother now.
Yeah, it looks really
では
good.
続いてハイランダー女性
Priest
見
me
てみまし
up
ょう。
woman.
Now for a Highlander female,
こちらが現行の状態。
original
こちらがグラフィックスアップデート版となってい
and
ます。
updated.
目鼻立ちっていうのが、非常に鮮明になって
I like that they're doing this for each of the sub races too, so they can show off the different skin coloring. I'm sure, you know, those of you that play Blueberry Makote are probably very curious, right?
精悍さみたいなところよりはっきりしましたので、やっぱり目元のキャラメイクっていうのは今回どの種族もかなり幅が広がったと思います。
Give her the oil.
And around the eyes are also the features are much better defined, so that will allow you to get a lot more specific in your character creation.
All of the mod authors out there for Balmong are working furiously right now.
男性です。
Take a look at the Ellison male
こちらがグラフィックスアップデート版。
and the updated version.
やっぱり目を引くのはね、髪の毛の詳細、それから耳の表現の自然さなんか。
Yeah, the chin is so much better. Look at that
What I
difference.
would notice most about this is obviously the details of the
Less
hair,
tired, less
as well as the
sleepy.
characteristic ears.
I mean,
あとこの
for some of us,
頬
the
骨の
left is the
あたりの
default,
特徴というの
so
も結構ちょっと
RIP us, I
ポリゴンが
guess.
露出したような状態だったのが9番なんですけど、今回骨格表現が非常に滑らかになったんじゃないかなと思います。
The cheekbones as well, we were having some polygon issues before, but they look much better defined.
ちょっとね、若返って見えるかもしれません。
He might look a bit
Oof,
younger and fresher.
smooth
than
elf.
続いてはエレゼン女性、こちらが現行となります。
Here's the original.
Yeah, no more
for an
weird bug
Ellison
eyes,
female.
maybe.
そしてアップデートされたエレゼン女性。
Oh, thank God, that
And
looks
the
so much
updated
better.
version.
That looks so
もう
much
特に
better.
ね、全体的にやっぱりポリゴンの表示数というのが、増えたことによって滑らかになって、これまで以上にですね、イメージを保ちつつ、14ならではのリアルさみたいな。
Yeah, that looks so much better. Oh,
So with the
I've got
increased
a
follow
female
count, I think it's
Ellison
become a lot
alt,
more natural,
and it was
and it
really
should be
rough trying to
easier for
find
you
like
to get
the
a
one
sense
good
of
face and hair
realism with your
makeup
character, or perhaps realism in the
combination, right?
FF14 sense.
あとは額のあたりのやっぱりこうセルフシャドウですね。自分の髪の毛が自分に落ちるこうセルフシャドウがちょっとねこう。
Yeah, that looks so much better.
状態でちょっと浮いて見えるんですけど、この影の
Yeah, and the leather, you can
セ
see
ルフシャ
the
ドウのあた
leather
りかなり自然にな
detailing
ったんじゃないかなと思い
on
ます。
the collar.
Previously, the shadow with the bangs was not very natural, but now it is
It actually
much
looks
improved.
separate from the metal, so they're not just kind
ちょっ
of
と素材感の話
smushed
が分かりや
together
すいんですけ
there.
ど、所属装備のこの首元のレザーをちょっと見ていただくと、めちゃめちゃそのグラフィックスアップデート版、革の模様が表面、
Yeah.
体表がちゃんと書き込
Yeah,
まれ
that
ているという
looks
か
that looks
見えるか
really
と思い
good.
ます。
You can also see, if you look at the collar of her gear, you can see the improvement to the material quality of the leather.
これはグラフィックスアップデートされている装備にはやっぱ革の
Lander
表
Mail
現
was any
革の表現も
indication,
こ
my
れ一つ
Roman
じゃ
will
ない
be
ので
greasy as hell.
同じ革だとしてもいろんな革の表現
Would you really want your
革や布
robe
その素材感
any other way?
してみてください
With this update, it's not just like there's leather that has a singular texture. There are a lot of different qualities of leather that we were able to portray, and cloth as well. So definitely take a close look.
では続いて
Alright, here we go, Mikote.
元からイケメンの代名詞であるミコテ男性
The
です
largest of
So these are our classic
Of
pretty
races.
boys, the male Mikote.
もういいんじゃないかな彼は
It's pretty good looking already.
こちらがアップデート版となります
This is the
Yeah.
updated version.
Oh,
まあ
oh boy.
唇の
Oh,
艶とか
Balmung
で
is
すね
sweating.
髪の毛のこうふんわりした
Balmung is sweating.
目元の
We're
この
gonna.
シャープさっていうところが
I know
より
more than a few
皆さん
people that are
で
going to be
調整
having a
して
field day with this update.
生きやすくなったんじゃないかなと思います
But the lip shine, the hair and its sort of fluffy texture, and the sharpness around the eyes are all improved with this new version.
ラハがさらにイケメンになってしまうなこれ
I think Graha's going to be even more of a hottie now.
さあではミコって女性見ていきましょ
And let's take a look at the Mikote female.
うはいこちらが現行版
Yeah.
となります、
Yeah.
This is the original
そしてこちらがアップデート版です
and the update.
Yeah, I love. You can just see the skin detail. It looks so good. It looks so good. The paint looks a little more natural too, but it's just that subsurface scattering, man. It makes all the difference.
暗いところでも褐色の肌を使っている場合に色が潰れなくなってしっかりこう肌の特徴っていうのが今回出せるようになりました
Right, so with dark skin, previously we only had the ability to sort of change the color of your skin, but now we have this improved shine and depth.
Yeah.
So that even if your character is in a dark environment, you will still be able to see the features of your skin.
Now I'm sure they have cranked up the shininess a little bit too. I mean, don't forget they also have the wet option for when you stand under waterfalls and stuff. I'm sure they've adjusted that a little bit for these screens.
Yeah, if you look at the screen on the back here, it's the same lighting really, but they look totally different.
I mean, you can do all of that stuff with illegal tools, right? You can adjust the wetness slider. So, you know, I'm sure they're adjusting a lot of this for the purpose of screenshots, so.
This is the updated version.
Yeah, and no more blocky chins, no more blocky noses. I really like it. The band-aid textures.
顔のね、凹凸表現というのが、まあルガに影響が大きい種族なんですが、それぞれがですね、自然に馴染むようになったんではないかなと思います。
Yeah, this update's going to be good.
In general,
Balmung is
all of
eating
the
good tonight,
limitations
boys.
we had before had a really significant effect on hidden faces in particular. But I think that the update.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I just play there, right? I just played there because it's a large server. Yeah, I have no knowledge of whatever you guys are thinking.
So I look forward to seeing how he will adjust his character in light of these updates.
はい、では続いてルガディン女性へ行きましょう。
Now let's take a look at a female Rugadin.
こちらが現状の状態です。
This is current.
そしてアップデートによりこういった形となります。
Yeah.
あら、ありがとうございます。
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit re-angling the eyes slightly, pulling up a bit of the outer corner. It just looks so much better. It just looks so much better. I really can't get over it. Like, it's more than just adding some textures. Like, they really did do very slight adjustments to the models. And just those slight adjustments can make a big difference.
まあなんかパーツ感、オブジェクト感みたいなのが減ってしっかり顔全体馴染むようになったんじゃないかなと思ってます。
But because we've been able to improve each part, they now blend together better. It looks less like they're just sort of a
Yeah.
bunch of objects and shapes assembled.
あとはこう肌の表現とかその頬にライトが当た
Like
った時
just
の
readjusting the
この肌
angling
の透明
alone,
感みたいなところ
pulling
何
up
の
a
話してんの
little
俺
bit at the
透明感とか
bridge.
そういったところにもご注目ください。
Also, the skin, overall, how it looks, sort of the clarity of the skin is also improved.
だんだん化粧品のアピールしてるような気分になってきたね。
I feel like a makeup commercial.
You see a
right now.
little bit of the blemishes
続いて
underneath.
ララフェルです。ララフェル男性です。
Yoshi piece chosen. Let's see.
こちらがアップデート版。
Really,
And updated.
probably the least changed of any of them. They were already pretty round to begin with.
こだわってアップデートしました。
So we actually tried so hard to update this that we maybe can't tell the difference.
まあ紙はね、まあわかりやすいアップデートなんですけど、
So
まあ瞳とか
mostly
肌とか
already
ね
round, so they
見てくだ
didn't
さい。
have much of a
The
change.
hair is probably the easiest to tell the difference, but the skin and eyes have also been improved as well.
とにかくララフェルの男性女性に関してはイメージを維持したまま
They
全く
can't
変
give
わってないじゃん。
Lalafell
でもよく
souls.
見たらすげえみたいなところにめちゃくちゃこだわりましたんで
We tried really hard to maintain the image we had of Lalafells while still making the individual improvements.
I mean, there's a little bit of adjustments to the nose and the mouth, I guess, if you really want to get
まぶたのポリ
nitpicky.
ゴン、このまぶたの上にある丸みとかですね、より自然にしてですね、頬のラインはよりちょっと丸くね、綺麗に出るようにかなり細かく調整してます。3回ぐらいリテイクしたはずなので。
So while maintaining this sort of cute and doll-like appearance of the Lalafells, we did make adjustments to the eyelids to make them look more natural.
Yeah.
We rounded out the face a bit better.
Yeah, you can
So
see a
we
little
took,
bit of minor
3
adjustments to
separate
the
tries to
eyes.
go over and over
You can
this
see the
to get it
eyelashes
right.
on the left are like
であとですね
really thick and
食事の
shadowy.
ちょっと襟元
It pulled them
見て
up
く
a
ださい
bit.
これまでのこちらもね素材に比べ
But you
て
you can still tell on like the
素材
starter
の質感まで
gear. You can see the
こう表現され
fabric
て
of
る
the
さっきはね革でしたけど
of
こちら
the
布で確認でき
scarf
るかと思い
there.
ます
The
If you
metal
take a
looks
look
better.
At the gear here, you can see that the cloth, similar to the leather from earlier, is much improved.
はいでは続いて、ララフェル女性いきましょう
Yeah, here we go.
Now
This
we'll
will
take a
probably
look
have a
at
little bit
Lalafell
more
female.
difference.
このようになってます
Yeah, that's a
It's been
world of
updated
difference right
like this.
there. Yeah, so for those of you playing the dark-skinned characters, I think yeah, you can definitely see the improvement. I think a lot of people are going to be very happy with that.
As with the Lalafell males, we wanted to prioritize making them look more natural while still keeping them very cute and lovable. And we think we've opened up a lot more possibilities for more delicate character creation now.
Yeah.
まあ特に今回ね
Yeah, I'm curious if they're going to
サンプル
make
として
some adjustments to the
発色の
creation.
肌にしてきましたけど
Maybe we get a free
より
Fantasia.
こう顔の滑らかさが分かりやすいはずなのでもう比べたら一目瞭然どれだけやっぱり動かした時に自然に見えるかっていうところをこだわっていますのでララフェル使ってる人多分いっぱいいますよね
So with the dark skin, I think it's pretty obvious the quality of the skin on the face and the depth of the
Yeah.
structure there.
Yeah, it's a
Do we have
lot more
Lalafells
noticeable
here?
on the darker skin.
There's some. Oh,
Absolutely.
there's quite a bit.
上の方にもたくさんいますよねあすごい言
I see
って
what
る言
top.
ってるもうそうなんですよララフェルはもうとにかくもう配信でもいっぱいいらっしゃいますね
And a lot on the stream as well.
はいでは続いてアウラ男性
Here we
です
go. Here we go.
Next, an aura male.
こちら、アップデート版となってます
Still angry, of course.
まあやはりこう
Still
暗
angry.
い、肌にした時のまあ肌の質感
But it is
表
nice
現
to
っていう
see
の
it
がめちゃくちゃ
on
わかりやすいし
the
まあ
blue-gray
それから
tint.
角とか鱗っていう
I doubt they'll
ものに関して
do
は
the
皆さんのね
ultra dark
これまで公
blue
開してきたものもフィー
that
ドバックを受けて
that
かなり
mine
ギリギリまで
uses.
こだわって調整を続けております
Yeah, I'm excited to see the
So
skin
as you can
skin
see,
detail
the,
here and the
texture of
horns.
the
Yeah,
dark skin,
the
is
horns are a lot
improved, and
more
also we've been
detailed.
taking on board your feedback from what we showed previously, and we are continuing to improve
Yeah,
the
not
horn
quite
and
as shiny.
scales.
Not quite as shiny as what they showed before.
より精悍さが増してですね、角とか鱗部分は本当にねテクスチャー解像度がアップしたものがねかなり効果的に効いてるんじゃないかなと思います。
I think the texture, the improved textures, really help out with the horns and scales.
これでヨハイさんにもナーマが見つかるといいね。
I hope a certain man can find his Nama now that he's
Oh
graphically
boy,
improved.
now that yeah.
続いてアウラ女性いきましょう。
Let's look at an Aura female now.
The
こちらが
rain,
現行
yeah.
版です。
It's the original.
こちらがアップデート。
Oh
only
yeah.
updated.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
もともとアウラ
Much better. I'm excited for this. I mean, I like how Kyra looks, but I'm not going to say no to, yeah, just a little bit of a facelift. Nothing too fancy.
So
Just
these Aura females already
and
have
maybe
quite
not
a
quite as
smooth and
angry
delicate
as
appearance,
she
but,
normally
we
is.
think we've been able to improve that even still.
特にアウラは
You
で
can
すね
kind of tell that they
目元
also squished the faces, like the y-axis down just a little bit. Give it a little bit more natural proportions. Faces aren't quite as long, pretty much across the board for all of the races.
瞳をより明確に際立たせるっていうことも可能になってます。
We've used some special shaders for the eyes, so while you can still get that look that you're used to, you
Yeah.
can also get something slightly more defined in the eyes, like on the updated version example here.
もちろんですね
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
アウラを使って
I'd
らっ
really
しゃ
need
る
to
方でです
see
ね
Azalea
Yeah,
female
yeah.
to really tell,
正
but
規のない
I think it looks
お一
pretty
人というか
nice.
ねあれが好きなんだよっていう方いらっしゃるの分かってます
Because we are aware that among the Aura players, some of you really like that currently dead and soulless eye look that they have.
ちゃんと、パラメータいじれば再現可能になっていますので、チャレンジしてみてください
If you adjust your parameters correctly, you can still get that, so just give it a go.
まあぜひですね各種族
Yeah.
周りのキャラメイク
Acknowledge us
というのを
angry
お
god
楽しみくだ
killers.
さい
And in
Please.
general, with all of the races, please look forward to adjusting your character to your preference.
でそこでキャラメイクなんですけどまあいじりたいですよね皆さんねキャラクターね
You want to get into character creation, don't you now?
Yeah, I do. I
ちょっ
do.
と今条件は
I would
まだ
imagine
制
they'll
作
give
で
us
す
a
が
free
プレイヤーの皆さん
Fantasia
にですね
if they're
幻想
expanding
薬一つ
options,
プレゼン
maybe.
トさせていただこうと思ってます
We're still working out the details, but I do want to get every one of you a free
Nice.
Fantasia along
Excellent, excellent. Good move.
ね
Good
グラフィッ
move.
クスアップデートまあアップデートでクオリティ
Expected
高くな
but
るよ
good.
とは言っても
So now I will have 3
やっぱり皆さんの
Fantasias per
キャラメイク
character,
それぞれのその数値が今のアップデートされた
Two
バ
of
ージョ
which I
ン
will
と
never
被るとは
use.
限らないのでよりですね皆さんのキャラクター
I mean, that's their big money maker. That's not a small gift.
お配りしようかなと思いますの
Like,
で
it sounds like
ぜ
it's
ひ
a
ですね
small
それを
gift.
使って
It is not a small
こだわ
gift.
りのねさらに高品質な
Like, the 3 pack
皆
is
さんのキャラクター
consistently in the
作ってみてくだ
top
さい
sellers.
Obviously, even though
So,
the update will overall
yeah.
raise the quality, there's still the possibility that it won't give you exactly the look that you want right away. So we do want to give you that Fantasia so that you can go into character creation
Yeah.
And adjust your character
And kind of
to suit
adjust it a little
exactly
bit,
what you
yeah.
imagine.
では続いてロスガルになります
And the Hrothgar.
Next, we have a Hrothgar
こちらがアップデートバージョンです
and the
Ooh,
update.
ooh, the fur detail.
最も大きな恩恵は
Looking good.
ファーシェーダーと呼ばれるもう毛並み専用のさっきアウラはね目でしたけど、今回ファーシェーダーと呼ばれる毛を
Right,
特別
show
に
us
描
the
するっていうの
show
が
us the
つい
Femroths.
に実装
Do
され
it.
ましたのでこれが
Do
一
it,
番大きい
coward.
です
Similar to how we had these distinctive eye shaders on the Aura, for the Hrothgar, we have
Got the
distinctive
fancy
fur
eyelashes.
shaders that will make their fur more realistic.
これはねもうすいませんもう触ってもらって動かしてもらうのが一番なんで
It's better if you can sort of see.
Yeah,
it
he
for
curls his
yourself.
eyelashes. You can
はい
tell.
続いてビエラ男性です
Oh,
And now Vieira male.
もともとね
oh,
完成度
skipping it.
高いんです
Oh,
よね
they're
やっぱ
skipping
り
it. How dare they?
I mean,
How dare
already he
they?
looks pretty good.
アップデートです
And the updated version.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
まあもともと完成度は高いんですけど今回ね我々がイメージしていた、理想形により
The quicksand is
近づけ
sweating
られ
right
たんじゃ
now.
ないかなと思ってます
He already looked good, but we think we've brought him closer to our original vision
Yeah.
For what the Vieira should look like.
まあやっぱりこうセルフシャドウ影の入り方全然違うのが多分分かっていただけると思うので特徴をですねより強く表
Yeah,
現
his
しや
nose
す
looks
くな
kind
って
of dark, but I think that might be the
キャラ
hair
メイクの幅広が
shadow.
ってますのでぜひ 理想のビエラ男性追求してみてください。
So the shadows, of course, are much more natural, and also the distinctive features of the Vieira are much easier to draw out
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah,
please
I think
do
it's
go
probably
in
just the
and
hair
make
shadow,
the
but
Vieira
it's
of your
hard to
dreams.
tell.
では続いてビエラ女性です。
And now we have a Vieira female as well.
こちら現行の状態。
That's the original
こちらがアップデートバージョンです。
and the
Yeah,
updated.
not as much of a change. You know, they didn't need it quite as much, but the lips are more pronounced. Nose is a little bit more natural. Not quite as blunt and sticks up as much, right? The old ones kind of had, you know,
So
like
as
kind of
you
had the
can see,
weird
she's
point
quite
up, right?
dark-skinned, and our new shaders can handle that level of dark skin.
正直14、
Yeah.
このぐらいの暗さの肌とかテクスチャーが一番実は苦手で、影に入ると全部質感潰れてしまって凹凸も分からなくなるっていうのが、非常にねやっぱ開発しづらかったんですけど、今回ここまで表現できるようになってます。
Honestly, historically, 14 has been pretty bad in terms of displaying this type of dark skin. You
Yeah.
enter a shadowy area and it all looks bad and falls apart. But with our new shaders, that will not be an issue.
Yeah, and it's good that they're acknowledging that. I think that's really important and very, very good that they're trying to work on that as best as they can within the technology limitations, of course, of, you know, dealing with older systems and stuff.
Lighting and shadow are very natural and look good.
続いてなんです
Yeah.
が、
Yeah, I'm very glad that they are making that a focus, right?
染色箇所が鈍いになるというお話です。
And now also with the graphics update, we will talk a little bit about our 2-die channels.
Yay! 2 dies.
見ていこうかと思います。
2 dies.
I've brought some sample images, so let's take a look.
これがですね、現状の状態。
Don't forget that this received like the biggest applause last time.
布の部分、マントとね、布の部分が染色可能でした。
So on the left we have the original, and then in the middle we have the 1-die channel die affecting the cape.
で、これがですね、今回、鈍い染色可能になるので、こういったことが、ね、可能になります。
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
鎧本体のカラーがね、調整できるようになります。
We're reaching our full power.
続いて、こちらも見てみましょう。こちらがですね、今オリジナルの状態。
So this is the original status of this gear.
今までの染色、
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
革の部分。
Oh, this is also going to be very expensive with the cost of dyes.
それ以外のね、布部分っていうのは染色できなくて白に固定されてました。
However, the clothing itself would always remain white.
それが今回2箇所染色できるようになるので、こういった色の違い出せるようになっていきます。
But now you can dye both.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
これは
Oh, buddy.
カラーのなんだろう、こう色変化が分かりやすくしているので、なんか吉田センスねえなとか思わないでくださいね。
So yes,
Fully rainbow shirt. Finally, it might be useful. And that is true. There's a lot of just kind of old clown suits that we will finally be able to play around
Here's
with.
the original for a different piece of gear.
続いてこちらがね、今まで通り、服の部分ですね、布の部分染色できてました。
And how it looks to dye it right now, just dyeing the cloth bit.
そして今回、
There you go.
染色が鈍いになるので、こういったカラーの変更が可能です。
But in the future, this is what it will look like with 2-die channels.
ただやっぱり革全体、革の部分はですね、やっぱりこう。
Yeah. It's good that they're showing these that have kind of that third area, right? So you can kind of see how it plays along with some of these textures that have 3 to 4 dyes.
鈍い目がどこが染色できるようになるのかっていうのは、すいません、うちのキャラクターチームのセンスを信じてやってください。
That's not the
So the reason that the
it's not the
entire
frontier
leather is not
jacket,
dyed is actually
I don't
because the
think.
middle piece is a different material system-wise than the rest of it. And this is
Peace
a
lovers,
limitation
maybe?
that we will
Yeah.
still have when creating these new gears with the 2-die channels.
Oh, yeah, it
so
is
you'll just
Peace
have to
lovers.
sort of trust in the aesthetic sense
another
of
one of
our
those that I
team to
would
make
get
sure
and
that the
immediately
right
sell
parts
because it
are
was
being
worth a
dyed.
fair amount.
まあ、全てのね細かい部位にやっぱり対応できているわけではないので、まあ、できる限りですね皆さんがおしゃれしやすく同一素材の面積が多いところをとにかくちゃんと染色できるように今全ての装備に手を入れてますので、少々お待ちください。
But even though we can't promise that you will be able to dye every single bit, we are
Right.
doing our best to make sure
Right.
that we are giving you the best options possible to customize your gear as much as possible and with the greatest amount
Man,
of surface
going
area
through and
being dyed.
adjusting
So we are
viable
working hard on
channels
it,
for this
and
must be
thank you for your
taking so
patience.
much work for all of the armor that's in the game. Wow. Even if it's just checking one little box usually in Blender or Unity or whatever, it's still so many pieces. So many pieces.
動かしたりしながらまたお伝えしていこうと思いますので、ぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。
That is all we have to share about the graphics updates for today.
Nice,
But I will be
nice.
giving ongoing updates
It's looking
up to
good.
the release of Dawntrail,
It's looking
in
good.
PLLs and such, so please keep
Just
an eye out for
hoping
that.
my computer's not gonna
すいませ
die.
ん、ちょっと水もらえないですか？
I do need
Can I
a
get
new
some water,
CPU.
please?
今気づいた、用意されてない。あ、来た。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。さすがに口カラッカラだと。ちょっとすいません、すいません。
Unfortunately, if you stand up here for this long, your throat will get dry.
うまい。
Amazing.
よいしょ。
All right, so they've got like 10 minutes
で
left.
は続いて、各種お知らせに入っていこう
I
か
have
と
to
思い
assume.
ます。
I have to assume,
All right,
you know,
so
female
let's move
Hrothgar
on
will be
to some
one of them.
more additional updates.
But what else will there
ここからです
be?
ね、この
What else would there be?
黄金のレガシー発売までの間に、行われる
Just
ことを
one
ちょっと
more
紹介して
thing.
いきます
These updates will pertain to the time period before Dawntrail's release.
Oh,
さあ
okay.
まず動作環境の
Pre-Dawntrail
変更がグラフィックスアップデートによって
Right, right.
行われます。
So we will be
Yeah,
having,
I'm one
our
generation
updated system
higher on
requirements.
that
すでにね
CPU.
お知らせ
It might be
させていただい
time.
てますが、ぜひ
It might be
ご確認
time.
の上ですね、準備の方よろしくお願いします。
Got
We have
the
announced these previously, but if you
8700,
have not
but
yet taken a look at them,
I mean, it'll be
please do and
fine.
make
It's
sure that
just
your system,
I like
is up
everything
to
looking as
spec.
good as it can in
PC 環
FF14.
境でプレイ
Being
さ
the
れて
main
い
game,
る方
right?
で、やべえまだ準備できてないっていう方、
Anyone playing on PC who just realized that they had not yet updated how they needed to?
あら結構
Yeah,
結構いらっしゃいますね
that's
まだまだ
That's
結構いらっしゃい
me.
ます
Quite a
あ
few
まだ
of you.
結構いらっしゃいますね向こうもだあなるほど結構いらっしゃいますねこの日本のファンフェスティバルではですね各種、PC メーカーそれからデバイスメーカーの皆さんが協賛してくださっており協賛ブース展開もございます、まだですねグラフィックスアップデートに備え
Tax
ていらっしゃ
refund
らない
upgrades. It's almost
方
that
ですね
time.
ぜひ
But I don't think I'm getting a big
協賛ブースの方
refund
にお
this
立ち寄
year.
りいただいて
For whatever
ですね
reason, they weren't taking out
PC
a
の
lot
買
of
い替えなど
taxes.
デバイスの
from
買い
my
替えなどご
paychecks.
検討いただけると大変嬉しく思います
I don't think I made enough.
Fortunately, we've partnered with several PC and device makers today, and they have a special booth set up so you can look at the equipment.
Okay.
So if you're
So
not
that's the
yet
ex-
updated,
the
maybe take
explanation,
a
yeah.
look over there and consider what upgrades you need.
はいでは続いて、まあ、
Like, I've got the
すでに
RAM and the graphics card to kind of
お知らせ何度もしてい
back
ます
it
が
up a little
フリー
bit.
トライアル拡
I'll
大
still
し
be
て
able
お
to
ります
play, but you know,
As we mentioned previously,
I
we
want
have
it to
also
look
expanded
pretty.
the free trial.
すでにねパッチ 6.5 から実施されてますがフリートライアルの範囲が 4.0、4.X シリーズへと拡大しています、
We have expanded the free trial through 4.x.
まだですね14の世界に飛び込んでいらっしゃらないお友達とかねご家族とか、興味持ってるよみたいな方を、見つけた時にはですね
and
ぜひフリー
I'm
ト
just
ライアル
looking at
から
that crowd. It's wild that they filled up
植え付け
Tokyo
て
Dome.
参加させてい
It's
ただ
not
い
a
て
small stadium.
嬉しいです
So if you have any friends or family, or you just run into someone
They
who's
are
like,
up
I
there
was
in the upper
considering
decks.
playing, please foist this upon them as much as you can.
続いて Xbox いよいよ Xbox One リリース
Nice, nice. Second open
2月
beta.
に OBT を開始いたします
As far as Xbox goes, we will be
Yeah.
beginning the open beta
Come on,
test
new
in
buddies.
February.
Come on, new
こちら
crowd,
ですね
join us.
2月21
Join us,
日
Xbox
頃
havers. You
ちょっと
know you
まだ
want
そ
to.
の前後数日
You know
ずれ
you
る可能性があるん
want
です
to.
けど2月21日頃 オープンベータを開始させていただこうと思ってます。
Our current plan is to begin the open beta around the 21st. Plans could still change a few days in either direction, but that's what we're aiming for.
ぜひですね、Xbox ユーザーの皆さん、プレイの上でですね、この OBT から新たな冒険 7.0 備えるためにもね、冒険スタートしていただけると嬉しいです。
I really hope that a lot of Xbox players will get started right from beta and join us in 14.
Xbox ゲーマーの皆さんとですね、光の戦士としてオールゼアでお会いできるのを楽しみにしております。
And I look forward to meeting a lot of Xbox players as Warriors of Light in game.
そして続いては、こちら新たなるクロスオーバークエストファイナルファンタジー16、の旅路、順調にですねもうマスターアップしております。
And we are continuing our development
There we
of
go.
this
There we
new
go. There's the
crossover with
16
FF16.
crossover.
こちら
And they said before 7.0.
リリース4月
Early
上旬
April,
公
all
開
right.
予定と
Hey, there we
さ
go.
せていただきます。
There we go.
So this will be released in early April.
Nice.
まあ 7.0 へ
Nice.
の期待感がガーッと上がって
I
い
mean,
る
it's hard to believe it's already January, so a lot of the stuff is coming up sooner than you think. Like, it'll be here before you know it.
お伝えした通り多数の
But I really like the 15 collab, so
So we're
Oh,
planning
right.
to release this just before the
Yeah, I'm
the
very
hype
excited.
peaks for Dawntrail. And as we've mentioned previously,
I just
we do
I
have
really want them
quite a
to
nice variety of rewards
I
for
really
those
want
who
them
complete it.
to unleash the PC version of 16 so I can play it.
はですね、先日 DLC 第1弾も、リリースしてですね、その世界さらに拡大中です。
So and also we have released our first DLC for 16. You might be aware.
ファイナルファンタジー14 7.0を待つ
Or go
間
out.
に
Yeah, that'd be cool.
ファイナルファンタ
But
ジー
I'm still waiting for them to add
16 のプレイ
Dalamu as
を
I'm out.
ぜひよろしくお願いしますと、ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの吉田さんから、伝言を預かっております。
He's doing it. He's making the joke. He's making the joke.
And I happen
You
to
knew
have
it was
a
coming.
message from the producer of FF16, someone named Mr. Yoshida, who says that while you're waiting for Dawntrail, you should give 16 a try.
すでにプレイしてくださった皆さんも DLC 含めよろしくお願いしますとくれぐれも伝えてくれと申し使っております。はい。
And also to those of you who are already playing 16, please check out the DLC, and thank you very much.
はい。さあ、なんとかぴったり
We're not done yet. Show us
終わ
Fimrots.
れた気
Show
が
us
する
what
の
they
で
look like
さあ
in game.
ファンフェス始めましょうか。
We're ending right on time. おい、待て待て、吉田さん。何か
Of
忘
course.
れてませんか
Of course.
忘れてる
This should be
何
it. This should be Fimo Hrothgar.
Am I forgetting something?
I mean, we know what they look like now. I'm excited. They were in the trailer, but I want to see them in game. I want to know what our options are.
Hrothgar?
ウクラマトの
Ukramoto, yes.
あ
Yes.
あ
Yes.
そうだそうだったそうミコッテだと思ってたんですよ。
I totally thought Wukumat was the Mikote.
ご覧いただきましょうどうぞ。
Let's look.
All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ball mug eating good tonight. Oh, yeah. I mean, it pretty much matches with the expectation from the leaked concept art from 10 of the female Ronzo. So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm curious what the color options and fur options and hair options are all going to be. Can they wear hats? That's the big question. Yeah. They look appropriately fierce. I love it. This is what people were asking for. This is what they wanted. Ooh, the one on the right. Hello. I'm currently prideless if you're looking for some help.
残る最後の種族であるロスガルの女性をプレイヤーキャラクターとして実装させていただきます。
Thank you.
Yeah, they look
After a
good.
long wait,
They
we
look
will
really
finally
good.
be implementing
I'm
the
digging it.
last race,
I'm very digging it.
female Hrothgar.
さまざまなねデザイン候補の中からできる限り
Yeah, that pose with the gunblade is pretty sweet, isn't it?
心がけて強くてしなやかな体育を持つ種族として今回
Yeah, I'm
デザイン
definitely
してき
leveling
ま
an
した
alt.
We did our best to straightforwardly make these as sleek and strong looking as possible.
They did a good job. I think they did a very, very good job.
こちら設定ですが、まあイルサバードに
People hail from Ilsabard, of
種族
course.
となっており、ロスガルね、もともとイルサバード大陸に出自を持ってます。
As you know, what we have for the Hrothgar currently is that they hail from Ilsabard.
比較的ね出生率、まあ設定もう出ているので、これまでもお伝えしてきたんですが、女性の出生比率が少ない種族ですが、優れた指導者と
Relatively
結実
few
をね
among the
輩出してい
population.
ます
Okay.
So you will be aware of this from the setting.
So
we
kind
have
of like
in
the
game already,
opposite of
but,
the
female
era.
Hrothgar
Okay.
are typically rare, but they do have surpassing leadership qualities.
今回の物語に登場するトラル大陸ではですね、ヤクテル樹海が今回本拠地のような形で登場してきます。
As far as Tural goes,
Zibral?
they have a
Yaktel home?
in Yaktel.
Okay.
彼女らとの出会いというのにもぜひご期待ください。
So please look forward to meeting them.
Very nice. Very
もちろんね
nice.
プレイヤーの皆さんがキャラクターとしてご自身のね、
So with that, we have the last race to be added to
And of course, you will be able to
FF14.
play as them as well.
Nice to finally see them. I'm digging it. I'm all for it.
最後にしたいと私常々この10年言ってまいりました。
Making a new race is really hard, and I have continually said throughout these 10 years that this will be the last one.
これで
Yeah, I don't think anyone blames them once they understand how the development process works
わかりません。
and how
皆さん次第で
FF14
す
actually does
And
it,
I'd like
right?
to say this will be the last one,
Yeah.
but perhaps I can't. It depends on you.
I mean, you know, more people play the game,
先ほど
then
冒頭
they get a
ご
bigger
紹介した
budget.
新キャラクターウクラマト
Yeah,
の
going through
ロスガ
all
ル
of the
女性
old
です
armor and having to
ぜひですね
restructure it.
ウクラマト非常に魅
That's
力的
just
なキャラ
that's
クタ
so
ーになっ
much
ていま
work,
すのでご注
and,
目
but
く
it's
だ
it's
さい。
nice that they acknowledged
Of
it
course, our
and
Wukramon that we
and went
introduced
through to
earlier is
forward it.
also a
Yeah.
female Hrothgar, and she's really a lovely character. So look forward to meeting her.
さ
Playable
あ
Sylph.
これでようやく、忘れ物も皆さんにお伝えしましたので基調講演も終わりにしていこうと思います。
Okay, and now with that, we are finally done with the keynote.
では最後こちらを紹介して締めにしたいと思います。
But at the very end, I would like to show you one more quick thing.
Ooh. Ooh. I mean, the Endwalker title card has been my phone background since it was announced, so it's time to update it. Looks fantastic.
So
There we
with this
go.
art from Yoshida Akiko, we will end the keynote. Thank you.
All right.
というわけで黄金のレガシーちゃんと出します。2024年に出します。発売となります。
We will, I assure you, release Dawntrail in 2024.
Excellent.
発売日、コレクター
And
ズ
with
エディ
that-
ション予約特典など情報はきちんとまとめて次の機会に大きくまた皆さんに
Excellent.
アナウンスさせて
So
い
with
ただき
that,
ます
we're going to go
もう少しだ
ahead
けお待ちください。
and slow down our stream here.
On when the pre-order date is, as well as all of the collectors' information.
Okay, just talking about
special bonuses.
they'll try and get info out on the
こちらの後ね
release date and all of that as soon as they
キャ
can.
ラクターが
But yeah, a lot of great stuff. I mean, it peaked at the opening. I'm sorry. I guess Twitch is doing stuff with ad block, so I started
Maybe
just on time.
what kind of people
We missed the countdown, but we got in right as the trailer started. So I apologize for that. I didn't know Twitch is messing with stuff. But thank you so much for coming along to our watch along. Obviously, they will be continuing to do things on the Twitch feed with the opening presentation and ceremony. Feel free to watch along. They do also have a YouTube account where you can watch it. It is a little bit behind, but if you are like multi-streaming and stuff, you have that option as well. But as always, you know, these watch-alongs are always such a big deal for this channel. We haven't done a whole lot of FF14 stuff lately just because it's, you know, kind of the down period. But I appreciate that all of the diehards that have stuck with me, you know, for the past few years are still engaged and still having fun, sitting along with me while we enjoy the new content. And obviously, once Dawntrail gets a little bit closer, we're going to be going back hard into streaming here on the channel. So with that being said, once again, I am Wes. If you want to stick around and check me out for other video game content, if you like us VTubers out there, please like and subscribe. Check out some of the other VODs as I make my way through every Final Fantasy game. We are currently on 8. We will probably do that again tomorrow, although I keep saying that, and then immediately log back into Elite Dangerous. But, you know, I haven't forgotten our other commitments, right? But I hope everyone has a wonderful time with the other FanFest festivities, right? If you have the paid ticket, enjoy the Primals concert a little bit later on this weekend. And yeah, I'm so excited about this expansion. All of what I've seen so far it just looks great. It just looks fantastic. The only thing that could possibly peak it is if they add Blitzball. But the fact that they added Pictomancer is just, man, I'm having a crisis of faith with my Red Mage right now. I never thought it would happen, but here we are. But that said, I gotta head out, get a little bit more work done, send some emails. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of FanFest. Take care, and good night. Bye-bye.